that wisdom. Deborah came in with a wise wisdom, gathering information, learning, and then doing her thing.
And a difference in damage, right? When Julia was connecting, it just didn't seem to have the same pop on Deborah Evora. Didn't push her back, didn't disrupt her, only made her more confident, Robin.
Yeah, it was a really fun fight. I'd love to see them both. We got to have both of them back, but it'd be fun to see them fight again, 2 or 3 fights from now.
Next up is our featured prelim between the unbroken Roy Echeverria and Christopher Daniels. Now, the unbroken Roy has been so close to greatness on many different occasions, appearing on The Ultimate Fighter Season 33, taking on Jafel Filio on Contender Series a couple years back, winning major regional championships, and now here tonight, he's back for his second KC appearance. What do you expect, Robin?
I mean, when he is on, right, like you've seen some viral knockouts. I think at Anthony Pettis' show, I think he landed one that I broke down, and when he is on, it isn't just, it's not just raw aggression, it's artistry and aggression. It's the ability to innovate in real time. He's a dangerous one. If you're gonna beat him, you gotta get on top of him, you gotta slow him down, you gotta make him question himself, because if he goes out there and just does his thing, man, he's gonna paint this place in blood.
He had a big opportunity against Paris Morn for the Fury Fighting Championship interim throne in May of this year. Came up short on the scorecards, was a split decision. Now Paris going to the Contender Series. Roy once again feels like he's left out. I mean, Plinio Cruz, a big finish here tonight, might get Roy Echeverria back in the big show.
Well, brother, I'm excited to see Roy tonight too, because he always comes and delivers a show. He shows up with his mask. He have the whole package, brother, for the big show. He have the whole package for Karate Combat. So wherever he goes, whatever he do right here, I know it's going to be a show for everybody.
He does have that main character energy. And I will say, we've got the main character bonus, $25,000 to whoever captures the most attention, gets the most engagement.
I vote for you. $25,000 for Ben.
I'll take a Subway sandwich. $25,000 powered by Rubet, the main character bonus. Plinio Cruz, I mean, look at that mohawk on you.
I know, they Street Fighter me up.
Life-changing dough, possibly, for one of our fighters here tonight who rises above and beyond.
Is that Canadian dollars? No, I think that's the powerful USD. That's a lot of money where I come from.
Featured prelim between the unbroken Roy Echeverria and Christopher Daniels coming up next.
Don't just watch the match. Be a part of the action.
All right, is everybody ready? KC62 Miami. In the blue corner, we have Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels, north of 35 years young, fighting out of Miramar, Florida. This is his Karate Combat debut, but has 17 pro mixed martial arts bouts underneath his belt and has beaten a Karate Combat veteran in Apex Maximo Nunez in the past. I believe that this could be a massive moment for Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, he didn't come here to listen to us talk about how special Unbroken Roy is. He didn't come here to be the second part of a story. He came here to knock out this guy and take what he has and take his position and make a name for himself here in the Karate Combat pit. And he's not showing up here the second character. He's not a non-player character. He is a main character in his own right.
At one point in time, had been victorious in 5 of 6 bouts. Looked like he was sending a big message to the mixed martial arts world. Now trying to snap a 3-fight streak. Plinio Cruz, he needs to return to that vintage form.
All right.
Well, let's see tonight. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. He's fighting a tough opponent, but I think I like his style too. We're in for a great show.
And Roy manages pressure pretty well, but he's the one with the pressure here in Miami
100%,
in this place.
Fighting at home.
Yeah. Christopher Daniel doesn't have any pressure. He just walks in here and tries to tune out all of this stuff. He doesn't care about the color of the mask. He doesn't care about any of these things. He just wants to fight the man, a collection of skills and a body type.
Roifort Echeverria, a man who only knows how to produce highlights, has been so close to breaking through to the next level on multiple occasions, whether it was his Dana White Contender Series shot, his semifinal setback on The Ultimate Fighter, or last time out challenging for a major regional scene title and losing a split decision. It's back to square one, but the good news for Roy Echeverria is that Unbroken is a hell of a fighter, Robin.
Yeah, he sure is. Listen, you can look at a fight, you can look at a fighter, you can look at Unbroken Roy, and you can see your own life experience, your own journey in it. It's not supposed to be easy. Difficult things, special things, meaningful things are hard to do, or else everybody would do it. And Roy understands that. He understands you don't just get what you want. Sometimes you get a setback, sometimes you get obstacles, but obstacles are the way. You go through them, you grow as a result of them, you assess yourself, your skills, the reality that you're in, and you change and you grow. And that's what Unbroken Roy is here to do. He's here to grow this guy right in the face.
Fighters, enter the pit.
Three-minute rounds in the bantamweight division for the Venezuelan Roy Echeverria in the black and the American Christopher Daniels in the all-white. A lot of eyes watching Roy Echeverria, but that's just how he likes it. Last time he was here in Karate Combat at KC 59 was a first-round dissection of Elias Garcia. That's the expectation he told us to have for this one.
The body was different last time. He's not in the same shape that he was in. It can be an injury. It could be any number of things. But often the leanness of the body is a reflection of the work he did. And Roy's not in as good a shape as we've seen him in the past. He also can be a slow starter.
And if you're Christopher Daniels, that butters up your chances as much as possible, Robin.
Yeah, if you're Christopher Daniels, you just play with some fun. Have fun with the fundamentals right now. Be intelligent, be decisive, and work your fundamentals early in this fight.
Minute gone by in round one. A lot of attacks downstairs, some slight bruising on the nose of Roy Echeverria.
Couple times we've seen Daniels look to take him down, or at least put that card into the deck.
This fight just got started. Look how Roy is against it.
A lot of blood already coming out of the nose of Christopher Daniels. Some serious
nice combination from Roy.
From the Venezuelan.
Roy, just a little chip shot over the top. Oh, the knees!
The Unbroken Roy Echeverria trying to stop things in round one.
Nice
elbows. Oh, ref might stop this, and he does.
Roy Echeverria wasting no time in his sophomore Karate Combat appearance. The Unbroken breaks Daniels in less than 90 seconds.
Do you see how cool the way that Roy managed distance, get on the right distance, then he delivered 3, 4, 5 punches on one combination.
An opportunity that Roy Echeverria made the most of. Beautiful finishing sequence, feeding knees into the teeth. Robin Black, that's perfection.
Yeah, he flowed his way into the short distance and then came up from underneath, attacked from below. And once he's here, he's unbroken and you are freaking broken.
One more close-up look at this.
Well, it just tucks it behind the hand. That's it. 2 of these. One more. That one hit the forearm, but he's overwhelming his man here. And then some big shots. The elbows here. That one to the body shuts him a little bit. 2 more under the armpit, and then the elbows come over top. There. Nasty.
Daniels leaking like a broken faucet in the first minute and a half. And Plitio Cruz, while those knees might have landed on the forearms, the impact shows just how devastating that power is from Roy Echeverria.
100%. Everything was thrown over there with bad intentions. Like I say, Roy have a very good distance management. The way that he was delivering high-level combinations with multiple punches and that elbows at the end to seal the deal.
a TKO at 126 from the red corner, the Unbroken Roy!
Roy Echeverria staying unbeaten in karate combat and earning another first-round TKO.
Unbroken Roy. Let's hear it for Roy. Miami. How does that feel, man, here at home? Again, last time I saw you, we were standing here, you had just taken a man out. Not that long ago. We're here still.
Yes, sir. Well, it feels amazing. Welcome to the new Ghost Year, baby. This age just started. There's a lot of great things coming up. I just want to give all the glory to God for giving me the opportunity. This fight has a special meaning. There's a lot of this. If you guys don't know, there happened a disaster in Venezuela with an earthquake double. So a lot of dead life in there. My prayers for them. Like I say, it's a lot of struggle going on in Venezuela, and this has a very special meaning. Other thing, thanks to the president for giving me the opportunity. You guys know that if there's two-day notice fight, you know who to call. Same thing applies to the UFC. I hope they're watching. This is on UFC Fight Pass. I know I'm on the radar, so it's just a matter of time to make it happen.
Roy, I know that you love coming in here and rendering human beings unconscious in this pit in Miami, but your dream is to fight in the UFC, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just do this for fun. I love it. I love the format. It's just very aggressive. I love everything with violence. Like my man said over there, super necessary. Everything here. So, my man, you guys gonna see me here as long as I'm not signed to the UFC, and just knocking motherfuckers out for fun. You know, getting a paycheck, and that's it.
It does look, when you're in here and you're fighting, that there's nothing else in the world and there's nothing else on your mind and nowhere else you'd rather be.
Definitely not. This is what I love. This is what I do for my life. And this is what I've been doing since I'm a kid. So you guys gonna see me as long as I'm breathing here, competing, being active, and that's all that matters to me. I train and live for this, and this is just part of it.
We hope you get your dream of fighting in the UFC, but we're glad to have you fighting here. Your winner, the Unbroken Roy!
Roy Echeverria with a meaningful post-fight interview with Robin Black gets it done in one, just like his KC debut. Here's a replay of the first round demolition of Christopher Daniels. Brave browser, the official internet browser of Karate Combat, 3 times faster than Chrome and the best privacy online, brave.com.
Okay, so all the Karate Combat fighters that you're going to see tonight have a background in karate. What you might not know is that all these guys have different styles. Goju Ryu, Shito Ryu, Kyokushin, Kempo Karate, Shotokan Karate. Today, we are going to focus on Shotokan and on Kyokushin. Shotokan. All long stances, wide stances. All the kicks are above the waist, and their blocks and counters are not circular movements like you see a lot. It's very more precise. If he gives me a right straight, boom, boom, and there's the counter right away.
Kyokushin focus on powerful blows in order to inflict as much damage as possible. They are allowed to kick the legs, no punch to the face, and they are specialists in close-range combat.
Yes, I always call it fighting in a phone booth, because this, what you see in a Kyokushin match, that's it. They will never see a moment if he gives me a kick that I'm moving out of the way. They like to take it and immediately counter. Big difference in styles.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what style of karate do you practice, because a punch is a punch, a kick is a kick. So, may the best man win.
Us.
Karate was the biggest martial arts in the world. We all did it. Now karate has become illegitimate. People don't believe in us. What happened? Karate needs a rebellion.
We are back. Not only 1 but 2 title matches for you. Are you ready? I need the blood.
You're sing it right here. This is a revolution.
Overtime is gonna hurt.
First round finish again.
We will see you next time.
Fight fans, welcome to Miami, Florida for Karate Combat 62. 2 title fights headline tonight's card. In the co-main event, the pride of Morocco, Usuma Asley, defends his throne for the very first time against the Brazilian Lucas Martins. And in the main event, smiling Sam Alvey looks to retain his light heavyweight championship against fellow UFC veteran and Karate Combat standout Uriah Primetime Hall. Folks, it's great to have you all with us here in Bonk Studios. Ben Davis alongside Robin Black and Plinio Cruz. Gentlemen, tonight is the night for entertainment.
Hey, man, we've seen lots of fun action knockouts, and we got a sick main card, killer co-main, and a wonderful main event.
And we're so excited for this card that we've already walked the blue corner. Here he is, Bailey King. The Rubet odds have him as a slight underdog, plus 167. This is a shorter notice opportunity for him, Robin Black, but no notice is needed for the King.
Hey, when you have a short notice fight, if you're thinking about all the training you didn't get to do, you're not going to have a good fight. If you're thinking about how awesome it was that you didn't have the pressure, you didn't deal with the mental stuff, you can have a great fight. Michael Bisping took fights on short notice, and he said it was easier than preparing because of the mental stress, the relief of the mental stress.
Brother, sometimes fight on a short notice means no pressure. I've been in Australia with Alex Pereira, and they called him to replace Conor McGregor and do the Jiri Prochazka 2 fights, and we only had 10 days to do a camp and a UFC title defense. That's when he performs the best, because sometimes it doesn't give you 3 months to marinate and think about the opponent, think what you can do, think about what you cannot do. You just go. And much respect for Bailey King to take this fight on a 1-week notice against the savage Vanilton Tunis.
Here's the numbers on Bailey King. 6'5", 77-inch reach, 5-1 as a pro. The 24-year-old aiming to make a successful short notice debut here inside Karate Combat.
All right, everybody, time for the red corner. Vanito Antunes.
One of the most action-oriented fighters we have in Karate Combat, Brazil's Vanilton Antunes eats, breathes, and sleeps stoppages. A man who hates going to the scorecards more than the sun hates spending time with the moon. This 31-year-old put the KC roster on notice, Robin Black, with a first-round TKO over MMA legend Lorenz Larkin in his debut, and since then, he's just been a destruction machine.
Yeah, man, when you're beating Lorenz Larkin, you are at a stage in your life where you are a dangerous man. And this is a dangerous man. He puts his entire body into his strikes, from the feet, through the legs, through the core, and energy out the knuckles of the fist. Yeah, dangerous cat, and a great way to start a main card here at Karate Combat.
former LFA welterweight champion came up short on the Contender Series against Islam Dulatov, who competes tomorrow. But besides some of those staggered results in mixed martial arts, Planio, when he's here inside the pit, it does feel like the truest form of Vanilto Antunes.
100%. Vanilto, man, is a guy that can never be counted out. Even after this beautiful victory over Lorenz Larkins, the last fight, we know he was kind of long, having his best days until he just went and blast off that spinning back elbow. So, man, this guy has savage as he gets on the Brazilian blood, and we on for a great show here with these guys.
He's not been to a decision in his last 10 fights, no intention of leaving anything up to the judges. 14 knockouts in 16 mixed martial arts victories. When Vanilto Antunes fights, he throws the kitchen sink, the laundry machine, his dog, cats, and silverware at you, Robin.
Yeah, he sure does, and you feel the pressure of it. I look over at Bailey King, and he ain't feeling much pressure.
Here's the numbers on Antunes, 31 years young, 3 bouts in karate combat so far. He's looking to find his 3rd victory. 77-16 as a professional overall. The Brazilian has done everything in combat. 5'11", he will have a healthy height disadvantage. We'll see how Antunes battles uphill.
Fighters, enter the pit.
Three 3-minute rounds to kick off our KC62 main card between the Brazilian buzzsaw Vanilto Antunes in the black trunks and the 6'5" Bailey King in the all-white. Big collision early.
King is a big cat at this weight.
And we've seen height be a serious problem for Vanilto Antunes in the past.
King is big and ripped and low body fat. There's a lot of power tissue on this guy. Left hook, right hand by Bailey.
Beautiful rips downstairs from Antunes. King keeping himself right behind that guard.
King's got to know that Antunes is going to be the most impactful in these first couple minutes.
Nice body shot.
Good choice. He felt it, man. He's got to cover up now, but to protect the body, leaves the head open.
Antunes, big left upstairs. King backs off.
King is bringing air into those lungs.
Nice right from Bailey King.
King is a dangerous cat too, man. This is a cool fight.
Right hand as Antunes threw the low kick. Big knee from Bailey King.
Bailey King's left kick is going to be something to fear too. If he can fire off a switch kick on an upward angle, it will take this guy's head off.
Vanilto Antunes' lone loss inside karate combat came against Sergey Ponomarev at KC60 in March of this year. And it took every weapon in Ponomarev's arsenal to stop Antunes, Robin.
Everybody in this pit is in danger, including the referee and half of us on the outside. These are big, explosive animals in here.
King with a nice moment. Antunes smart to tie up and elicit the stand-up.
Can you imagine taking a fight on short notice and being this ripped? Like, what kind of shape is he in when he's in fight shape? The foot is compromised, or the shin, or the instep.
Final minute of round number 1. Antunes minus 233 on the odds. Bailey King looks equipped for this, Robin.
Watch Antunes walking.
I think something. He probably injured his leg. That's what it looks like. His right
think
leg.
when he kicked, I think off his own kick.
Yes.
Antunes might need to rely upon that grit right from Bailey King. Sneaks onto the jaw.
Nice. Bailey King waited in to keep attacking, and Antunes ripped one at him. Watch this exchange coming up.
The thing with Vanilto, man, hurt or not, he don't throw punches. He throw the kitchen sink on the head.
Yeah. Just
nice
the whole body. Whole body.
Powerful combo from Antunes.
Bailey staying composed there.
King trying to fire back.
King is a real dude, like a real dude here, too.
Those right hands from Bailey King have been the weapon inside the clinch. Antunes, final moments around 1.
King's going to take a breath, and good on him. Smart choice. That minute now. Look at the shape this cat's in for a couple of weeks' notice or less, right?
And then
the size of him.
He was able to take those shots, and he's staying composed. And Vanilton, we know, man, he go blast on since the first minute of the round, second of round from the bell. He starts throwing hard. So I want to see now how Cardio is going to play on this second round for Vanilton.
If you're Bailey King's team, you're like, let's be defensively sound for the first minute and a half here. We're going to be in a lot of danger, and then let's own the second half of this round. Still attacking, still engaging, but be defensively smart for this first minute.
I think Bailey King is the best scenario he could possibly want to be because he weathered the first storm, and now he should be able now to start to implement more his striking game of Vanilton.
And we talk about this short notice opportunity for Bailey King, but for Vanilton Antunes, he was preparing for Marcus Perez, a wildly different opponent in terms of stature, reach, and fighting style. Here's a couple replays from round number 1.
Car accidents all over. Coach Cruz, where's his opponent? Who came to get him?
Apparently Marcus Perez might have been detained. We'll have some more info on that hopefully soon. Antunes busted open, laceration on the left eye.
Vanilton will throw to the body and the head in combination. Does that really well.
Nice.
See, Vanilton's only 30 seconds in, but he's already thrown full body, jumping punches, high kicks, so he should slow down in another minute.
I don't think slow is in his vocabulary.
I know. It's in air quotes when I say that. But Bailey King's got to assume that like he can't redline the whole 3 minutes, right? So at about 1 minute and 30 seconds, if you're Bailey King, you start to try to take over here.
King,
if you're still alive.
Inside low kick clinches up. 2 minutes left in round number 2.
Nope. The ref's got to be decisive, and you've got to be listening to see if he's decisive. And now Bailey's got a shot here.
Meaningful ground and pound from King. Referee separation. Vanilton Antunes slow to get back up to the feet, Plinio.
Yeah, let's see Vanilton try to recompose himself a little bit. I think he used too much of his gas tank on the first round. Nice cross.
King's trying to run him onto the right. There's a knee.
Knees to the midsection working for Bailey King. Antunes eats a head kick, trying to make Bailey King pay for falling off balance.
Out the back door, King's up, and Antunes is up. Antunes is breathing hard. It's what we were talking about. This is your minute now if you're Bailey King. And Antunes is still live. You cannot separate them here. They're on the wall. It's free time for Bailey King here. Free use.
King going to work, under a minute left in round 2.
Less King's knee touches there. Now you separate. Great job by the ref.
It's that intuition of the rule set. It is tricky at times here in KC.
If your knee is not on the flat ground, Bailey King has 40 seconds now to try to shut this guy off.
Antunes.
And Antunes is still
a roar inside the clinch.
He's slowing down slightly, but he's still so dangerous.
Spinning back fist not there for Antunes.
Mouth open, Antunes is mouth open, and he will fire. It doesn't matter if his body's a full, like, burning, on fire, poison in the blood. He doesn't care. He'll keep going.
When there's no gas in the tank for Antunes, he'll steal some. Strikes from the Brazilian to close out the second.
They're both tired now. That body shot hurt.
King covering up at the close of the second. He might have been saved by the bell.
If we get a replay of it, you'll see in the final, as the 10 seconds is going, you see the left hand dig high on the right side, somewhere in there. Watch the body. There.
Yes.
See how he covers up the second?
Yes, he definitely felt the body shot. And gonna be honest with you, I thought Bailey was having the best of this round until Vanilton came back.
Here's another
I think he took the edge of this round right now.
Watch for the body shot. He's so tired, and he's still so dangerous.
Right there.
Oh, see, he covers up, and he responds.
And you can see the body language of Bailey King ahead of this third round. Not inspiring confidence, Robin.
About a minute's a long time. It's 33%. It's 1-3. It's not a 5-minute round with a 1-minute break. It's a 3-minute round with a 1-minute break.
If I'm Vanilton's coach right now, I'll say, bro, pressure. Only pressure right now.
Yeah. And you saw him exhausted, still pressuring, so you know he can do it. We've seen his whole career, he can pressure tired, right?
I don't think Vanilton understands right now how close he is from a win if he keep putting the pressure.
Antunes trying to pick up right where he left off. King tried to ascend the pit wall to create some space, falls on his face.
You talk about being, you know, Vanilto's tired. Well, Bailey's tired too. Bailey King is exhausted as well, and he's eating the body shots, poisoning the tissues.
And Vanilto Antunes absorbing all the real estate immediately.
He felt another body shot, look at that.
Fourth fight in less than a calendar year for Antunes.
Vanilton coach, they know what they're doing because now they're actually screaming for him to do body shots, to hit him on the body.
Minute gone by here in this third round. Antunes
he's got him, I think. It's going to be hard to get up. Antunes' knee is down, though. But the ref didn't catch it that time, and now he's back up.
Antunes finding the liver with the left. King attempting to build back up.
Urine is not supposed to be red, but his will be tomorrow morning.
And you'd think those knees were such a good weapon for Bailey King. Kind of gone away from it. Mouthpiece falls out. King back it up.
Elbows tucked to the rib cage hard, but that exposes the head. Numerical weakness. When you assign defenses somewhere, you leave something else unprotected. Now the elbows to the ear tucks the.
Plinio Cruz, Vanilto Antunes fights like a bully, pushing you around the pit.
Yeah, man, his big brother in him, and I think Vanilto understands now that he actually can win this fight, and he's looking for it. Look at that now. Every single punch is with a bad intention.
He's tired too, but he's just so used to being tired and fighting.
Wow. Wow, he quit.
Yeah, he can't breathe. He cannot breathe. That should be the fight.
And that is it. Vanilto Antunes stops
what a warrior.
Short notice Bailey King.
Unreal.
Back-to-back karate combat TKOs for the 31-year-old from Rio.
Ooh, imagine you take a fight on a week's notice, and this is what you got to fight. This thing is going to come at you.
Bailey King might be the first and last short notice opponent for Antunes here in KC. You need 8 to 12 weeks if you want to take on that Brazilian bulldozer, Plinio.
I think right now it's going to be hard to fighting for Vanilto even on a 3 months notice.
Make some noise, everybody. What a fight.
Here's a replay. Beautiful rear uppercut gets Bailey falling backwards onto the pit wall. Tries to cling on to the left leg of Antunes, but simply not enough activity. He'd absorbed everything he could take and more.
Yeah, and even before this sequence.
There is asking for his bonus right now.
Even before this sequence, he was so trying to protect the core, protect the organs, because he was, you know, they had turned, Vanilto had turned his internal organs into poutine, and he just couldn't lift his arms even anymore, couldn't stand on his feet.
Now, Plinio Cruz, Vanilto came over here, gestured the belt around his waist. Could we possibly see a title shot for Vanilto Antunes following this?
Man, I think he did more than enough. Guy beat up Lorenz Larkin, came back and won on a spinning elbow knockout. Maybe could have been knockout the night the last time. Come here, even though there's on a short notice, fight this guy that is big as hell, Bailey King. Pushed through, I don't know if he's injured or not, but he won. He won like a soldier today. How come we're going to deny a title shot for this guy?
All right, let's make that stoppage official and send it inside to the pit.
All right, with a TKO in round 3 at 156, Vanilto Antunes.
His fourth fight in less than 8 months, his third victory and his third TKO here inside Karate Combat. Vanilto Antunes, the gift that keeps on giving. No shortage of willpower and fighting spirit as he gets it done against Bailey King tonight, Robin.
Yeah, and when he's calling for a fight for a Karate Combat title, I mean, who wants to fight him? Like, he's just so much. He brings so much heat, so much aggression. I mean, fun to watch, but not fun to fight.
Hey, man, I would love to see Vanilto fight for the title fight because he's as exciting as he gets. He delivered what we need here in Karate Combat, savagery.
And in his life, he's had so many fights, and he's barely in his 30s, you know?
In his 30s.
And I think what's remarkable is that you just can't break Vanilto Antunes. You can beat him down, you can land more strikes than he can land upon you, but he just never quits, and I think that is something you just simply can't teach.
There's a reason that's what the way he's fighting is a bad strategy, and that is because you get tired and you can't keep it up. oh wait, he gets tired and he still fights better tired, right? So his own psychological makeup and his biological makeup supersedes the reason most people can't fight that way. So he's a very unique guy to fight.
You'll never be able to beat Van Newton like this. You gotta be very technical and very smart to beat him. Van Newton's like the Mike Perry of 185.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Mike Perry, man, that guy's so much. Same deal.
Him and Dylan Dennis squaring off and later in August. That'll be an interesting one to watch.
Are they really, though? You know what I mean? You know,
5 fights left here in Miami for KC62. Next up in the middleweight division is a delightful clash between William Finley and Connor Bracken.
Oh, yes.
Up-only gaming is different. When a fight comes up, if you have karate tokens, you place him on a fighter. If he wins, you get additional tokens. If he loses, you don't lose anything. Web3 has allowed us to engage the fans and do things that we couldn't do with traditional tools. We're looking for 10, 20 million fans. Traditional blockchains don't support that kind of volume. We're enjoying the journey. We're really excited about the community's response within Web3 and traditional sports.
What is built on Hedera? Some of the best tokenized projects on Earth. To get started, teams can launch their tokens on Headstarter or Meme Job. Then reward your community with a custom level on Smack Mosquito, Hedera's meme-tility game now available on iOS and Android. That's what's built on Hedera.
Folks, welcome back inside Box Studios for KC62. This next bout in the middleweight division between William Taekwon Symbiote Finley and Connor Bracken. Both have appeared inside the pit before. Both have had knockouts, but in this clash, Robin Black, they've promised the best of themselves.
Whew, we're going to see the best of what happens when two highly aggressive, highly skilled, very offensive guys fight. And what that often is, you know, when you express yourself violently and offensively, coach, sometimes you leave openings for another man is doing exactly the same, and sometimes it doesn't last very long.
I'm excited to see this fight, man.
Yeah, I love you, coach.
I'm excited to see this fight,
I love
bro.
you, man.
One thing about this that I'm deeply curious about, William Finley, trained by former UFC champion Eddie Alvarez, the Underground King, has taken the Taekwon Symbiote underneath his wing, and he says that he's really blossomed into a completely different athlete underneath Alvarez.
Think about it. You've got the traditional martial artistry of a Taekwondo kid who started training at 4. And I spoke to his parents that were driving him a couple hours each way, 5 days a week for years of his life. Then you add Eddie Alvarez's tactics and strategy and aggression and his understanding and the grind and the meanness.
Eddie has dog as he gets from Philly.
Eddie there's very few human beings on earth who have that ferociousness of him balanced with like an intelligence.
We were talking about Van Newton. Eddie was just like that in his early days at Bellator. Now we're having this kid very technical, very sharp, and trained with a world-class experienced coach like Eddie Alvarez. You can just expect the best from him.
I love it. Next bout of the evening in the middleweight division, William Taekwon Symbiote Finley and Connor Bracken. Our second bout of the evening takes place in the middleweight division with two competitors eager to further their names in the karate combat scene. Connor Bracken has turned over all stones in his 4 years of professional fighting, testing himself in pro kickboxing, karate, and bare knuckle boxing. But no moment remains bigger than the Oakland-based Bracken's first-round finish over Dylan O'Sullivan at KC48. A highlight he looks to replicate tonight against a foe he deems more style than substance.
He had a great, first fight. Knocked that dude out pretty quickly, so I think he's probably pretty high on himself right now. I think he's going to come out and try and do that again. I think it's my job to kind of, weather that early onslaught and then, take it take it my way.
Bracken's opponent, the Taekwondo symbiote himself, William Finley, returns following a 22-second stoppage over Elijah Barnes in February of this year. The fearsome Finley barely broke a sweat in his debut, but knows that in order to earn another stoppage tonight, he must break Bracken like a bull.
This fight will be the same as last time. Quick.
Middleweights on deck in our second bout of the evening. William Finley versus Connor Bracken.
Bracken will be coming out first.
In the blue corner, it is Connor Bracken.
Connor Bracken making his third Karate Combat appearance here tonight. 1-1 so far inside the pit. Rubet odds have him as a plus 340 underdog, but this Oakland, California representative has tested all different types of disciplines, going to BKFC, going to pro kickboxing, and now returning, Robin Black, here to Karate Combat.
You know, he's got the right story, he's labeled it correctly. The Taekwondo symbiote is going to be high on himself. He's going to have a lot of confidence, going to have a lot of self-belief. You want to turn that against him and turn it into self-doubt as quickly as possible. That can be done. You know, it's a better story to tell yourself than, you know, this guy's really dangerous. It's like, this guy's overconfident. He's going to be riding high off a quick knockout, and let's give him a reality check. It's a very smart way to approach it.
And we've seen in Marvel Comics many antidotes to the symbiotes in the past, whether it's sound, whether it's fire. Plinio Cruz, there's ways to beat a symbiote.
Hey, there's ways to beat a symbiote. On the Spider-Man, you need to use sound waves. Let's see what kind of wave I'm going to use today.
And I say that with love.
Connor Bracken looking to snap a skid here. Back-to-back losses following his 3-fight streak from November 2021 to July of 2024. In the mentality department, Robin Black, coming up short not once but twice in a row might play in between the ears.
I mean, yes and no. Like life and fighting and all things are challenges, and setbacks can be really valuable. You need setbacks. You need some failures to be able to recalibrate and get the reality of what you're dealing with and what you need to work on. So some people respond to them extraordinarily well in fighting as in life.
Bracken playing to the crowd here in Miami, Florida, not the West Coast, but the best coast. Here's the numbers on Bracken, 1-1 so far in Karate Combat, 5-2-1 overall as a pro. The Muay Thai specialist holds a height of 6 feet 1 inches tall and a reach of 80 inches.
All right, in the red corner, it is William Taekwondo symbiote Finley.
Born at the turn of the century, William Taekwondo symbiote Finley, coached by the Underground King, the former UFC champion, Eddie Alvarez. We've highlighted just how much that adds to William Finley, but Plinio Cruz having a UFC champ guiding you day in, day out, that's deeply instrumental.
Oh, 100%, because, you know, you need somebody that walk the walk to be able to guide your steps. You can learn, you cannot learn how to swim with a coach that never really swim on a pool before. And I think Eddie's seen him swim in the deepest water, so...
Yeah, Eddie can't learn swimming from someone who can't swim.
Eddie
I agree with that.
Was swimming with sharks and stingrays and poison and swords, whatever, right? Eddie Alvarez, one of the truly one of the greats. I had a great conversation with him, you know, and he was talking about how giving back is making, you know, the move beyond fighting meaningful for him, right? So he cares about fighters like Finley here, just like yourself, Coach Cruz. I mean, I think you're going to fight again soon, and maybe Eddie will too, for that matter. But it makes life meaningful to give back and train the next.
Right now, I got Coach Poitin.
Yeah,
Man,
right.
I think this kid is great. I saw him fight in the last Karate Combat. Ed is doing a fantastic job with him. I'm actually excited to see this fight because yesterday they had a heated face-off at the Waynes. So I think it's going to be really cool this time.
He debuted at KC 59 in February of this year, locked in a 22-second knockout over Elijah Barnes. He is a Taekwondo national champion here inside the States. Looking to remain unbeaten, the Taekwondo symbiote, Will Finley. Here's the numbers on Will Finley, 1-0 in karate combat, 4-0 overall, 25 years young, born and bred inside the United States. He boasts an impressive height of 6 feet 3 inches tall and has a reach of 76 inches.
Yeah, I don't know what leg reach that is, if that's one leg, but the leg reach is wild with this guy.
3 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division.
Fighters, enter the pit.
Finley in the black trunks, Connor Bracken in the white.
Step in side kick. Step in side kick and tomahawks.
Tonight's action brought to you by Roobet, crypto's fastest growing casino, built for fans who live for the action. Visit roobet.com. A fast start for Finley here, Plinio, as he ties up Connor Bracken.
Very fast start. Let's see how the Ricardo plays, but beautiful knees right now.
The step in side kick is a fantastic weapon in Taekwondo and really useful here. But now he's in tight with elbows. This will be all Eddie Alvarez.
The Taekwondo symbiote all over Bracken in the first 30. Giving him no space, no respect at all, Robin.
Bracken might have felt safer in there, but he was in danger there, but a lot more danger out here in the gap.
Head kick blocked. Those shots to the body aren't.
Shots.
Bracken pushing forward despite the damage coming back.
And hitting, oh, there's a spinning elbow by Bracken. He's gonna get roughed up here. Watch for head kicks. If Finley separates, he'll be able to fire a head kick up as Bracken stands.
Bracken holding on to the right leg of Finley, builds up to a clinch. Knee from Connor Bracken, but he has been rendered offenseless so far, Plinio.
I mean, Finley's doing a great job right now. I want to see him disengage. Yes, just like that. Now start kicking him again. Whoa.
Ooh. Spinning wheel kick from the Taekwondo symbiote. The heavy favorite wants to find another big highlight here.
Finley can explore a little bit of the boxing now too. Doesn't have to just do those beautiful kicks. He's doing great, but I think he's, yes, throw some straight shots. Nice.
Two push
there you
kicks,
go.
big left from Finley.
Finley won.
Wow. Nice elbow.
If Finley separates and throws the head kick on the separation, he's going to knock this guy out. It was something Wonderboy did early in his UFC career. When you've got kicks that can come under the peripheral, you just whip them out on the separation.
Minute left in round number one. Finley goes high. Bracken, to his credit, has blocked all these strikes with the legs upstairs.
Finley's actually starting to slow down. Bracken's observation that he might start to use a lot of energy in those first couple of minutes is somewhat true.
The toughness from the Oakland, California competitor, as he's eaten everything Finley has offered and more.
Ooh, Finley's stepping.
Ooh, Taekwondo symbiote on the retreat.
Yeah, and his mouth's open, his eyes are wide open, his hands are low.
Bracken finds knees in the clinch as Finley pushes him onto the pit wall. 30 seconds remains, and Connor Bracken's breathing heavily, Robin, but he's still here.
They're both taking a break there. He didn't have that tight of a hold. Finley's tired too, man.
Big strikes from both as Bracken swings away.
Oh, and look at Finley's hands down low. Finley walking away at the end. He's going to need every second of this minute. Bracken's observation that he would come out confident in what he did before and maybe burn himself out had some truth to it for certain.
And I'm not meaning this disparaging, but he's got some cushion to the midsection to maybe absorb some of those blows, Plinio Cruz.
Yes, but now if I'm Eddie Alvarez now, I'm telling Finley to calm down, slow down, just be picky with your shots. Sometimes fighters have the tendency to start going too much on the first round and they forget the other two more left, you know?
When you have a vision in your mind over and over again for months that you're going to knock this guy out in 30 seconds, 1 minute in the most exciting way possible, and it doesn't happen, you fatigue almost always. You need to be able to visualize the whole distance as well as the knock.
The problem is it doesn't happen because guys just think about knocking somebody out. You don't understand at the highest level. You don't go for a knockout. You build a knockout throughout the fight, and then it happens.
Yeah, and when it doesn't happen, and he's still like starting sprinting at the beginning. Oh!
Bracken drops the symbiote! Connor Bracken defying the odds early in round 2.
Good for you, Bracken. And this experience for Finley, win or lose, is an experience he had to have.
Whoa. William Finley, big spinning strike on the return. Bracken all
Finley's
over him.
he got rocked again. Chin up high.
What a shocking start to the second frame, Plinio.
Yeah. Shocking to everybody but Connor Bracken. And he's got him. It's done.
Oh, he's
no.
William Finley.
That's going to stand him up. Bracken is out on his feet, fatigued. If he throws a big kick.
Nice.
Bracken blocks it and pushes back into the pocket.
Bracken is so tired with 2 minutes remaining.
But how recovered is Finley as Bracken goes to work?
Bracken is only thinking highlight reel knockout still.
Oh, nice elbow.
The Taekwondo symbiote might be
Cannot
fading.
do it. You can't come back from this.
Finley has no defense on boxing. He got to keep the hands up.
Connor Bracken fighting for tough here in the second round, all over William Finley.
Bracken is tired too. The noodle punches right now because he's so fatigued. But Finley, I don't think, can stand when he gets separated here. Let's see.
Conor Bracken is on seek and destroy mode right now.
Bracken is so beat too. This is Dada 5000 and Kimbo. Like they're just beat.
Every time Finley finds his way back up, he throws a big head kick. Bracken's expecting it. The Taekwondo symbiote finding a moment to breathe here as we come to the final minute of what an action-packed second round this has been.
It honestly felt unwinnable for me, for Finley. And then with a minute left, I retract that statement. They're both so tired that it's still...
Another left gets through for Bracken.
They're both so tired that it's actually anybody's fight. But every time you do that, you use even more energy.
But see, Robin, that's the beauty of the sport. One punch can change the entire fight.
Finley not moving the chin whatsoever. Bracken feeding knees into the midsection.
Coming over. The ref might stop this.
Ground and pound for Bracken to defy the odds.
Still fighting.
20 seconds remaining.
He's gone.
Connor Bracken has done it. The Taekwondo symbiote has been extinguished in the second round.
That is an experience he needed to have, and it will make him better. But Connor Bracken today did what he said, and he said what he did.
What an unexpected result. You play the eye test and you'd think that Finley would probably walk through Bracken all day, but this Oakland representative knows that the fighting spirit he has was just a cut above. Here's a look at the finishing sequence. Hellacious ground and pound, Robin Black.
Yes, and both fatigued, but one man with a little more. And when Finley got hurt bad, he converted to a classical martial artist. He forgot how to box, forgot how to tuck his chin, all the basics, because he was overwhelmed and exhausted.
To be honest with you, besides the fatigue, I don't think Finley actually ever recovered from the first knockdown.
Yeah, I agree. And the mindset he came in with was, I'm going to knock him out spectacularly. And when that doesn't happen, your brain starts floundering for answers.
Wow. Connor Bracken taking out a USA Taekwondo national champion, an Olympic-style Taekwondo practitioner, and flipping the Tommy guns after a defying the odds stoppage in the second round. Unexpected, but as action-oriented as advertised. And Robin Black brought it up plenty. I want to highlight it again. It's that mentality. Connor Bracken, at no point in this fight, believed he was going to lose.
Brother, sometimes it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And Conor Bracken have a lot of fight in the heart, man.
I love it. Well, let's make that upset official and send it inside to the pit.
By TKO in round 2 at 247, Connor Bracken.
Thank you for a great fight, gentlemen. Thank you for a great fight. Connor Bracken. Odds makers, people on the internet, haters, they didn't expect this to happen, but we saw you.
I am that motherfucker. You guys keep putting me on the blue corner, B-side. I'm nobody's fucking B-side. I'm the A-side in this motherfucker. I'm gonna be Karate Combat champion.
Dude, when you came out, you said that the mindset would be the key, that if he believes he's gonna walk through you, you're gonna teach him a different way and win it, and that's exactly what you did.
That's right, I'm unbreakable. You line up 10 of those Taekwondo dorks in front of me, I'm doing the same fucking thing over and over again.
That man will thank you for this fight one day because it's an experience he needed to have.
He's really fucking good. That was a tough fight for me. I'm pretty sure he broke my arm.
Yeah, it was a fantastic fight between both of you. That's an experience that's going to make you a better fighter for sure. Thank you guys both for a wonderful fight. Let's hear from both of them. And your winner, Connor Bracken.
What a victory for Connor Bracken, defying the odds with a massive upset in our second bout of the evening. Calling everyone Taekwondo dorks, Plinio Cruz.
Hey, he came here for the reason, not the season.
Either way, a star is born in Bracken, and you know, if you want to earn another trip back inside the pit, that's exactly how you do it. Here's a couple looks at that replay one more time. The Taekwondo symbiote did not have enough for Bracken. The finishing sequence, a plethora of right hands as Bracken was grabbing onto the waist and torquing his right hand into it, Plinio.
And you cannot even say there was actually a late stoppage. I know he took some punishment, but Plinio was still kind of trying to fight, but look at those shots.
This is one of those replays that tells you nothing about the truth of this fight. This fight was every second, every moment, the mental battle between these two, the battle that was going on inside their bodies as they were burning each other from the inside, exhaustion, fatigue, mental stress. It was all there. It was a beautiful fight, wonderful win.
A lot of tension and action-packed nature in that one. We head down to the featherweight division for our next bout of the evening between two fan favorites in Daniel Lacerda and Andre Ewell, UFC veterans that are now making a name inside the pit, Robin Black.
Hey, man, put them together and let them do it.
I love it. Can't wait for that one coming up next. Tonight's action is brought to you by Roobet, crypto's fastest growing casino, built for fans who live for the action. Visit Roobet.com.
Don't just watch the match. Be a part of the action.
Folks, welcome back inside Bonk Studios here for KC62. Like we alluded to, this featherweight showdown between Andre Ewell and Daniel Lacerda does have some big implications, Robin Black. Ewell, fresh off of a fight with Shazaib Rin, now has an opportunity to bounce back into the win column and prove that he's still cut from that elite cloth.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys who's just hard to understand when you're in there fighting. He's speaking a different language, and and it's a language with a lot of swear words in it. You know, a lot of high impact stuff. This is going to be a really fun fight. It's going to be one of those fights that you just enjoy the artistry and you enjoy the violence.
Miyoho Daniel Lacerda, which I believe translates to ramen. Is that correct?
We pronounce miojo, and this kid just showed what Brazil is, what Brazil fighting is, and that grind. At one point of his career, he lived in a gym, and they call him miojo because it's the word for ramen noodles in Portuguese. And the only thing that he had to eat that he could afford because it's cheap was ramen noodles. And it's just very cool to see a kid that came from the trenches of Brazil like that, living in a gym, trying to fight on a sport is about all being a high-performance athlete and just eating ramen noodles. And now he's here in the United States of America, in Miami, fighting a karate combat.
And these fighters tonight are not just vying for victories inside the pit. Robin Black, they're trying to get that main character bonus, $25,000. What a hefty prize that would be.
Hey, man, when you're a prize fighter, there's a lot of reasons to fight, to prove something, to learn something about yourself, but prize fighting is a big part of it. And, man, $25,000 on a Friday night in Miami is a pretty nice thing.
That 25 grand is either a lot of ramen or it could go away quite quickly, Plinio.
25 stacks, you can get ramen noodles for life, bro.
Yeah. I love it. Featherweight showdown on deck between Andre, the People's Champ Ewell, and Daniel Miojo Lacerda. Midway through our main card is a featherweight clash between a pair. Brazil's Miojo Daniel Lacerda has won 4 of his last 5 outings and storms into tonight's clash with a statement to make. With a memorable KO of Anvar Boynazorov in his debut at KC56, Lacerda is a kill-or-be-killed fighter.
I think this fight is gonna be maybe the fight of the night. If he stops my front, I think he knows he's gonna down. I have the power in my hands, and he need to move a lot, because if he stops, I'm gonna finish the fight in the 1 second, 1 punch. He's the best style, Miojo style, TKO all the time.
Across the pit from Ramen Noodles stands the most recent opponent of the KC Featherweight Kingpin, the People's Champ Andre Ewell. The smash food specialist stepped up on no notice upper weight class in a non-title bout against Shazai Brind.
My opponent, Daniel, I know about him, he's excited. That dude brings the funk, and I'm over here ready to basically run the streets like Bobby Brown and Uncle Luke and take over. You feel me? So yeah.
Featherweights face off in our 3rd frame of action this evening. Daniel Miojo Lacerda and Andre, the People's Champ Ewell.
All right, in the blue corner, Daniel Miojo Lacerda.
30 years old for Daniel Lacerda, 6-time UFC veteran, 14 pro mixed martial arts finishes. He blasted into karate combat with a big first-round stoppage over Anvar Boynazorov at KC56 in April of 2025. Since then, has strung together several victories on the regional MMA scene. Lacerda, an action-packed guy, Robin Black.
Yeah, he sure is. Andre Ewell referred to him as having a little funk, right? But this is going to be funk on funk crime, this one, because both of these guys kind of innovate and improvise in real time, right? Funk on funk.
Winner of 3 in his last 4, all finishes. Plinio Cruz, in terms of Lacerda reinventing himself in real time, this does not feel like the same guy that competed in the UFC. This feels like a refined version of Daniel Lacerda.
Yeah, man, sometimes coming back from the big league is the best thing that happened to you. Like we talk about Sam Alvey for an example, sometimes you have like your 2nd win in your career. You're able to see what you did right, what you did wrong over there, and then just polish and become a better fighter.
Daniel Lacerda, his sophomore karate combat appearance. We'll see if these first-round stoppage ways continue. Really making his way around the pit. Here's the numbers on him. Lacerda, 1-0 so far in karate combat, 13-7 overall as a pro. The Brazilian boasts a reach of 68 inches and stands at a 5 feet 9 inches tall.
And in the red corner, we got ourselves Andre, the People's Champ Ewell.
The People's Champ Andre Ewell saved Karate Combat 61 in May of this year, stepped up in a non-title bout against Shazai Brind, up a weight class, no notice against that opponent, and did all he could, Robin Black.
Yeah, he did. He's tough to hit. He's tough to read. He's tough to interpret. And when he comes at you and he's fully committed, he's tough to take his shots, too. That was a big night for him. He did very well. He managed that fight extraordinarily well for such a short time. And tonight, he's fully prepared. He understands the task. And this is a really fun contest.
All of his karate combat bouts have been stoppages, either for him or against him. Plinio, he has no interest in going to the scorecards.
Nah, man, this guy fights. He fights good. UFC veteran, beat number round. Man, and the last time that he fought Shazab, you gotta be honest too, he found out that he was fighting Shazab in one night. Even though that he was ready to fight karate combat, but he was not big enough. He was not ready for the weight class. He still stepped up to the challenge and fought.
9-time UFC veteran in his own right, took on Charles Jourdain. Julio Arce beat former UFC champ Renan Barão in his debut. Has also taken on Wilson Hayes, Patchy Mix on the regional scene. In terms of strength of schedule, Andre Ewell has been there and done that against the top of the top, Robin.
That is for sure.
I said, are you ready?
All right, here's the numbers on Andre Ewell, 38 years young, 1-2 in his 3 bouts, trying to find his second karate combat victory, 18-10 overall, stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall with a 71-inch reach.
Fighters, enter the pit.
Three 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Roobet. Tonight's action brought to you by Roobet, crypto's fastest growing casino, built for fans who live for the action like Andre Ewell.
Whoa. It's a storm.
A frenetic start for the People's Champ, who comes in looking to prove a point.
A hurricane of bones and flesh.
Oh! Andre Ewell shuts up Lacerda.
I would like to see the replay. I really believe it was a headbutt.
Headbutt, yeah, it looked like it
was a headbutt.
Head to chin. Yeah, we're going to take a look at that.
We'll take a look at the replay.
I thought it was too, Coach Goose.
It was a headbutt.
Let's take a look. With the angle we were from, we saw the head snap back as Ewell is storming in. Doesn't mean there wasn't an uppercut or an elbow in there, so we're going to get a clean look at it. But from our perspective,
I saw in front of my eyes. It looked like it was a headbutt. I want to see on the replay.
I saw the same, but we're sitting next to each other from a different angle. Maybe.
Yes, you never know. That's why I want to see the replay.
Daniel Lacerda on his feet, now taking a seat. Andre Ewell came out fighting 1,000 miles an hour, poured a barrage of strikes onto Daniel Lacerda. Here's a look at the finishing sequence.
See, that was a headbutt.
It appeared to be a left hand that got through.
Well, the left hits and then the head hits. We need a different angle if one exists. Watch. No, the left jacked the jaw before the head hits. It's a shovel left hand. Okay, watch again. Okay, there's the head. There's the left hand, and there's the head impact.
Well, it was a punch before that, so it's kind of hard to tell which one dropping, but he did got clipped.
Yeah, the left hand actually storming in jacks the jaw, and that the way the jaw hit, it's certainly possible that the coup contre coup injury had him out there, right? But then the heads collide after, so it's really difficult. You're right. But we were right. The heads hit, but from our angle.
Definitely play a part on that. I just don't know how hard rock he was. He did took a punch before, so it's hard to tell.
Well, let's send it inside and find the official decision in this featherweight showdown between Andre Ewell.
I'm going to go in and talk with them after.
Props for you, because you know what? He came in hot for that fight. He threw some heavy punches. He stormed it out.
All right, my TKO red corner, Andre, the People's Champion.
It will go down as a victory for Andre Ewell. Now the People's Champ meets with Robin Black.
Andre Ewell, man, you came out like a hurricane of bones and flesh and knuckles and elbows. Was that the intent, to just overwhelm him at the beginning, or were you just living in the moment? What was that?
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. It was a DNA, do nothing average. That's what it was. So in reality, what ended up happening, you know, last performance that I had with the 55 champ, you know, I had to end up doing something different this time, and it was pushed forward.
Man, it was awesome. Take a look at this. Look, there's a left hand. Now, just at the end, from one angle, people thought that it was a headbutt. Even Jorge Masvidal was like, was that the head? But from that angle, you see it's a left hook, and you got him right. See, it appears like a headbutt, but the left hook had him out, I believe.
What'd they say? It's that hand right there.
Let's look at it one more time if we can, team. Watch the other angle. You'll see the scoop, little scoop inside left hook hits him. Watch it.
Oh, yeah. It's the left hand.
Bink.
Oh, I like how we say bink. I like that.
And he's down, actually. And even when your head collided, it just hit the neck.
So, you know, it's just like I sit there and stated, I needed something to show you guys something different today. I went back to my old style, and my old style was, you know, double-edged swords, go first, you know? For every round, done like the first round. So, again, do nothing average.
Do nothing average. Congratulations. Your winner, clean knockout left hand, Andre Ewell.
Nothing average, just explosive and extraordinary. The people's champ, Andre Ewell, bounces back from his setback to Shazai Brind in probably the best way he could, Plinio.
Hey, man, bounce back. And to be honest, I take back that I said there was a headbutt. It was nice and clean and a great performance and display from this guy. What a great way to come back from the last fight, Shazai.
It was hard to see, right, because they're directly in front of us, but that left hand sneaks through and then the head sort of carries into the neck. So I believe we can call that a clean KO,
and
Robin.
for the record, Jorge Masvidal didn't think it was a headbutt. he just told me.
Look, if Jorge Masvidal says so, then
hey,
it must
listen,
be.
man, if somebody knows how to fight, it's Jorge Masvidal. Like, he knows what's up. But yeah, the little scoop left hook jacked the jaw, and then but from our angle, we saw.
It looked like, because we couldn't see the punch, was right behind. He had his back turned towards us. For me, it was a headbutt, but then I saw there was not.
And, you know, it's a really good lesson for us all, coaches, refs, commentators, and every person watching at home. Each angle gives you different information. It isn't just what's happening, it's the perspective through the senses that discern it, right?
Amen. And
one thing we were saying while you were coming back, Robin, was this was such a necessary result for Andre Ewell following that defeat to Shazai Brind. That's the message that the People's Champ has been trying to send to the featherweights.
Yeah, good for him. He's an extremely likable guy, an extremely gifted athlete, and a great artist. And it's beautiful that we were able to see it and give him the clean win that he earned.
What a fantastic bout for Andre Ewell. Tonight's action is brought to you by Roobet, crypto's fastest growing casino, built for fans who live for the action. Visit Roobet.com.
Don't just watch the match. Be a part of the action.
Folks, welcome back to Bonk Studios here in Miami, Florida. Karate Combat 62 rolls on. 3 more bouts of action in front of us. 2 title fights in our co-main and main event. Ben the Bane Davis alongside Robin Black and Plinio Cruz, one of the greatest coaches in mixed martial arts. And this next one is a truly fantastic one. Jordan Luderbach takes on Charles the Bull Deca. Robin Black, this is exactly what fans have wanted to see.
Yes, and just let me give you a quick correction. One of the greatest humans in mixed martial arts, right?
Shama.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, Luderbach freezes people unconscious. He hits them and they freeze. And he's done it more than a couple times. His hits, he strikes with such impact that he shocks the nervous system of other people. And he's in here against a guy just as dangerous as him, a really tough test for him. What a killer, when it just comes to the purity of the performances tonight. This is as great a fight card as you're ever going to see, and it's just going to continue for these last 3.
2 bulls taking each other on in this next one at welterweight. Jordan Luderbach takes on Charles the Bull Deca. featured fight of the evening takes place in the welterweight division with one of the most tenured Brazilians on the scene and a local underdog hungry to make a name for himself. The Bull, Charles Deca, stampedes into his karate combat debut.
Is I saw him fight one of my teammates' house in PFL in 2021, and I was able to see what he brought to the table, skills-wise. Obviously, he comes in straightforward, and he can get caught alive, and he's on the run, he's on his back foot the rest of the time as soon as he feels that pressure.
Aiming to be the Matador tonight is a man whose return to the pit has been long awaited. Jolton Luderbach's pair of first-round knockouts in 2024 seemed to signal a deep run in the welterweight division, but Luderbach's focus on the other areas of his career have kept him out of the pit, and it's built a demand to see the Brazilian back again.
So I watched some fight from my opponent, you know. I saw he's a wrestler, but he did some Muay Thai fights. And then, so he's a tough guy. But normally he fight lightweight. I think he's the second fight that's gonna fight a welterweight. But, you know, I just watch some fights, you know. I don't dress myself.
A welterweight showdown to set the stage for our co-main and main events. The Bull, Charles Deca versus Jolton Luderbach.
All right, here we go. All right, in the blue corner, it is Charles the Bull Deca.
32 years young, fighting out of Miami, Florida, training at American Top Team. The Bull, Charles Deca, makes the KC debut tonight. He's never been finished, has won 2 of his 4 victories by way of TKO. And Robin Black, he's going to need that finishing spirit here tonight.
Yeah, and it's interesting, you know, he's a bull, he's aggressive, a lot of forward motion. Feet moving, propelling him forward behind his punches. That's a tough way to fight a guy like Luderbach. But you got to go with what works for you. You got to be authentic to your own identity, and this is how this guy fights.
Fought on PFL's Challenger Series, did bare knuckle mixed martial arts in 2021. So Plinio Cruz, he's got a healthy spectrum of experience.
No, he does have. I want to see also that bare knuckle experience. The guy fought big guys. The guy fought tough guys. Does have a heavy test ahead of himself fighting Sub-Zero, but I want to see the dog in this guy in this fight.
Here's the numbers on the Bull. Charles Deca making the KC debut, but boasts a pro record of 5-3, stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall, and has a reach of 70 inches.
And here we go in the red corner. It's Jolton Luderbach.
A man with over 70 fights in his career, a record of 41-11 in mixed martial arts. He has appeared in PFL, KSW, Octagon Mixed Martial Arts, was on The Ultimate Fighter Brazil back in the day, and now making his 3rd karate combat appearance, Robin.
Yeah, you know, God, he is such a dangerous guy. Very comfortable in combat. It's what he lives. You were talking about how he had stepped away briefly and done other things in the field. I was commentating Hype Brazil and in Toronto remotely, and he was the ring announcer at the time, wearing a nice suit, looking handsome, and not fighting. But this is where he's most comfortable, is in the middle of a fist fight in a ring or a pit or a cage or anywhere on planet.
Jolton Luderbach sporting the Sub-Zero attire, unbeaten here in karate combat. The 33-year-old has a pro record of 44-11, standing at 6 feet 0 inches tall, and carries a reach of 74 inches.
I said, are you ready, Miami?
Jolton has height and reach advantage. He's going to have the ability to move in and out with his feet.
All right, here we go, fighters.
Decca's going to have to get to him. He's going to have to bull him. It's what he is, and he's got to fight his way.
And not only that, man, the extensive resume of experience that these guys have, we can also not forget to mention that besides karate combat, he's used to compete at the highest level kickboxing for the glory before.
All of it.
3 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Jolton Luderbach still sporting the Sub-Zero trunks. Big left on Decca instantly.
Just relaxed when he threw it. That's why he's able to generate so much energy, because he's so relaxed when he launches.
A piston of a jab colliding early with Decca's jaw.
For true impact, it's a 3-step process. Tension, relaxation, and tension again. You're relaxed in the middle of the punch, and this guy is truly that.
Looks like they are going to remove the Sub-Zero trunks, which is kind of a bummer. I mean, I like those.
Cool.
They look good on him.
Yeah, they should let it fly, man.
I think he had intended to take him off and just didn't get around to it.
You know, this is some veteran savviness to buy him a little bit of a break, but he will be abandoning the icy aspects of his arsenal.
Yeah, but
boo. Gives Decca a chance to breathe.
Coach Cruz boos the decision.
I mean, we've got the main character bonus.
Bro.
Yeah. There's those whipping, flicking punches from Jolton.
To see how Jolton is very precise.
Yes.
You can see on his eyes that he's scanning everything before he does.
Ooh. Big left from Decca gets through.
Yeah, overhand left.
Jolton Luderbach keeps that chin planted, Robin Black.
And the hands low, he wants you to attack, right? He wants you to attack him.
Jolton is calm because the only way, like I said, you can see on his eyes that he's always scanning, always thinking about everything. And the only way for you to be this cold and to be able to perform this way with the amount of fights that he has with that experience.
Yeah. That your heart rate really doesn't go up, you know?
Luderbach, despite the 70 fights in his career, only 33 years young.
He threw the knee up the middle and slipped from it. It's a good moment for Charles Decca. If he can swing the feet across and punch, but he's dealing with a guy with a lot of mixed martial arts experience. It's hard to get past that open guard.
Looks like Luderbach trying to throw up a submission
It's
plenty
not the craziest thing. You're not allowed to submit, but to lock him in a stressful environment.
That's
so
actually the smartest thing that I see, because he locks the submission, the referee stops because he's scared of he's going to get hurt and just bring it upstairs.
Yeah, and it just locks him up. Right?
That's to turn into a strategy from now on.
60 seconds remain in round one. Luderbach loves the left.
Look how low it is. It's low and it comes from beneath your peripheral vision, right? So it flicks up, you don't see it. Comes from a weird angle, from underneath, and then it touches you.
It's hard for Decca because he have to get in with the high difference over there. He got to start going for the body, going for the head. He can't stay too far. That's why he got to fight.
He got exactly what you asked for, Coach.
Decca really fighting uphill here with a height and reach disadvantage. Robin, how could he maybe try and close these physical disadvantages?
It's tough. You got to make Jolton miss and go in under as he's retracting. You got to go in and chase it in with punches.
Flying knee from Luderbach partially gets through. Final 10 of round number one.
The other choice is you go third. You go first to draw a second counter, and then you make it miss and you go third.
The way to get in over there for this kid, he's going to have to use heavy shots. So Ailton is concerned of getting hurt with those shots. And then when he creates that awareness, he got to start using feints. From those feints, he step closer.
You know, if you asked Charles Decca yesterday and told him, okay, you're going into round two, maybe you didn't win it, but you're not hurt.
Well,
You've landed some clean shots like that, and you're in the game. You'd be happy with that.
100%.
Yeah, he's going. Whether he wins the round or not, he's going into round two with winning conditions.
There are aspects of success in the first 3 minutes for the Bull, Charles Decca. In terms of cardio and expending energy, doesn't really feel like either has dipped too far into the tank, Robin.
So many reasons, like Coach Cruz said, when you're experienced like that, his heart rate doesn't go up, cortisol doesn't flood in his body, he's not breathing hard, and he's able to throw with a relaxed nature, so he doesn't get tired. There's so many reasons Jolton's skills just all work together at this stage.
Round two in our featured welterweight clash. Luderbach highlighted what a victory would mean and what that would say to Usama Asley, the welterweight champ who fights next.
Oh, I'd love to see those two fight.
There's some rumors maybe of a Morocco trip.
Oh, there's a left hook. Yeah, if they both win, and those are two ifs, put them together in Morocco.
Nice elbow.
Elbow from Luderbach gets through.
Yeah, that was literally the opposite of a knee.
It's Box Studios, man. Robin. Yeah. Sometimes left is right.
There's something cut over there.
Yeah. Charles Deca is busted open. Yeah. Huge laceration on the right side of his head.
Probably that knee, elbow that he landed. It's in the hairline. It's not in the eyes. It's dripping down the collarbone. And Deca's landing some left hands.
He is, and he's not getting hit with nothing clean. If you see when Jailton throws something, he pulls the guard back and throw a hook back at him or something like that. And he's working.
Almost feels like the blood has brought the fight out of the bowl. Charles Deca swings with a looping left.
There's another. Is that a knee or an elbow, Ben? Spinning back fist.
And smart from Luderbach. Misses the first, connects on the second. Deca with a big right on Jordan.
I don't know what the cut is in the hairline, but it sure is leaking plasma.
Deca connects with the left. Luderbach increasing the violence with each blow.
Yeah, and blood is nothing to him. He's been in more elbows now in tight. If this man's going to come in close, he's going to carve him up with his elbows. And he's doing it.
Plinio for Charles Deca, so much adversity as we come to the final minute of round number 2. Lands a nice left there.
Yeah,
what does he need to start doing more?
I think Deca just got to keep doing what he's doing right now, to be honest. He's going from the body and going upstairs for the head. And I think he's having his best moments on the fights besides that cut. Can probably cause some issues for him.
Joelton, I think, has cut him multiple times now, and he goes to the liver with the everything's an elbow tonight.
Every time Deca comes in for the body shot, Jailton throws an elbow on top of his head.
Yeah, catches him tight. He's ripped them up. It's going to be a lot of stitches and staples in this man, win or lose.
30 seconds left in round 2. Luderbach pulling away in this frame. Huge left. Gets the bull moving to the left.
More elbows. He was keeping him at distance, and he couldn't really keep him there because the bull was bulling, just smashing his way in. So instead, he changed the range of weaponry. Now he's carving his face with his elbows, and that, Ben, was a knee.
Short strikes from Luderbach. Deca on the pit wall evades. But this is going from bad to worse for the bull, Charles Deca.
Yeah, but his facial expressions aren't selling us that. He doesn't seem to mind this chaos.
Third frame up next, and Jolton Luderbach being more selective with every sequence. Robin Black, the elbows appearing in round 2 were his most effective strike.
Fighting happens in rhythms, it happens in cadence, it happens in ranges, right? All simultaneously. People talk about range management or breaking rhythms. It's all happening at one time. It's all happening like a fluid blend, a stew of all these things. So when the rhythm started coming and he started crashing the range, he changed the weaponry and he ran him onto his elbows over and over again, carving this kid's face up. And it's equal parts elegance and vulgarity.
I think we saw so far right now that Jailton now was able to time him when Deca goes for the body shot and throws the elbow. I would like to see Jailton right now sometimes switch from instead of elbow, start putting knees too.
Third round for Jolton Luderbach and Charles Deca. And you got to love Jolton's creativity, right? With all this success, he just seems to get more free with his strikes.
That time he just tucked it under the rib cage on the liver side. Now the head kick. Off the guard. There's a straight left.
An explosion of sweat off the dome from Deca. Clinch from Charles Deca.
Deca is rugged, he's gritty, and he's tough, and he's still there, man. The knees are down. The ref can just stand him up right now with the knees on the ground. That is a clear rule.
Some short rights on the outside of Luderbach. Nothing significant from Deca. But maybe that's an avenue to victory, right?
Yeah.
Clinching, grappling, throwing Jolton onto the canvas.
I mean, the first key for Deca is stay in the fight. He's accomplished that, right? He's still here, and he's still here with the chance to win this fight. Oh, that's a rough one. Knee to the sternum.
And an elbow as Deca was coming down.
Oof, left hook. That is starting to swell every part of his face now as it's bloodied from the hairline and multiple cuts, no doubt.
Plinio, if you are a level above like Luderbach is right now and you want to send a message to the welterweight champ, is this time for Luderbach to kick into a different gear, find that finish?
It's kind of hard to find that finish from there, what he's doing right now, because he's kind of doing what he's supposed to do. They start going from bottom up. You know what I mean? He's kind of late on the fight for it to start exploring leg kicks. He's going to just try to find a heavy shot to knock him out.
Jolton Luderbach has DM'd me on Instagram multiple times asking to fight me. And Robin, after this performance, I really do not want to see him inside a competitive setting. Not that I did before.
Why on earth would he want to butcher you like that? He's such a good guy.
I know. I thought we were chill. And talking about chill, Luderbach.
Do you know what this guy would do to you?
He'd kill me.
He's almost killed this man. That's it.
Luderbach flying knee on Deca.
Turning side kick to the body, flying knee to the head, and Deca still surviving. Deca is...
Be ready for another flying knee soon.
The bull made of titanium.
The ref gives Luderbach another clean stand-up, earned and deserved. There's another elbow to the bridge. Knees again now. Slicing, more slicing.
Oh,
Death from below. Turning side kick to the body. What is this guy made of?
Deca trying to remain conscious. 15 seconds to go. Luderbach spins and connects with the liver.
Deca is the toughest that we've seen in a long time.
Joilton elbows like he jabs.
Built like leather. Charles Deca survives to the end of the third round. Jolton Luderbach poured it all on. Couldn't stop the bull, but certainly outclassed him.
He just told me that he broke his hand.
Luderbach saying he broke his hand.
That's why he was elbowing.
To the elbows.
Wow.
Makes sense. I mean, the elbows were working, brother. So if that's his second choice.
Which hand? Is it both hands?
Right hand.
But he broke him in Russia. He came here with a broken hand to fight. What a warrior.
Jolton Luderbach pulling out never a thought in the brain.
KC62 Miami, what a fight.
The elbows, though, if that is your second choice, yikes.
And the thing is, he came in here with only the second choice because he broke his hand before.
Don't tell the doctors that.
Right?
I guess it's okay now because we're here. Amazing.
And what durability from Charles Deca
Unreal.
to come in here, take on someone with the experience of Jolton Luderbach and survive to the end of the third, take everything that Luderbach had to give.
Unreal. I'm going to go in and talk to these boys.
At Plinio Cruz, we talked about this. Jolton Luderbach was saying all week long he wants Usuma Osley next. With a performance like that, I'd say it's hard to keep him away from a title shot.
I think the fight that everybody want to see. I want to see the Brazil versus Morocco on the pit.
Charles Deca wearing the juice on those white legs. But he certainly made a fan of me just for the fighting spirit and willpower. All right, tallying the scorecards, no problem in this one. Let's send it inside and find the official decision.
Winner by unanimous decision, Jolton Luderbach.
No surprise there as Jolton Luderbach wins by unanimous decision, and now he speaks with Robin Black.
Hey, thank you for that. That was an incredible show of heart. Incredible. Thank you for that. Let's hear it for both these two fighters. Jolton, who is this young man? Who is this? It looks like a crime scene in here, doesn't it? See, it does. Hey, man, you came in here. How is this? This weapon is compromised, correct?
Yeah, I took the fight in Karate Combat 4 weeks ago.
And 3 weeks ago, I broke my right hand on the bare knuckle fight. And then I was supposed to do surgery 1 week ago, but you know, I signed a contract with karate. I gave my word. That's why I come here to fight, only with the elbow.
Those elbows carved that man's face up. He's going to look different for the rest of his life. It looked like a strategy, but it was what you had to do.
I didn't train the elbow, you know. My strategy for the fight, just keep the jab, maybe calf kick. But you know, every time I feel like, okay, he's coming because it's small, I can give the right hand. But my right hand is still broke. That's why I start to create something different. Okay, I start to create jab and elbow and knee. And then, but I was a little bit nervous and with a little bit stressed because my right hand is very bad when you fight with stress, you know. And I don't want to get injured again.
Is that hand going to be good enough to fight for the title? Should this man defend his title tonight, maybe in Europe?
So tomorrow I'm going to do a picture for my hand because the doctor told me that maybe come back my hand without surgery, you know. If I do the surgery, maybe I have to be like 3 months with the iron. But if it's not, you know, I want to fight for the title. The people know the Brazilian Sub-Zero have to fight for the title.
Yes, sir. Hey, congratulations. Your dad looked amazing tonight. This man looked amazing. Congratulations to you both. Congratulations. Your winner, the Brazilian Sub-Zero and Little Sub-Zero, Joelton Luterbach.
Joelton Luterbach gets it done with a busted appendage, a fantastic highlight and display of his offensive prowess, relying upon the elbows to tear apart a very game and durable Charles the Bull Deca. He highlights he wants Osuma Osley next, a welterweight showdown, assuming Osley retains in the co-main event. Would be a very fun one, Plinio.
I would love to see that. Osuma is great. I actually have his brother training in my academy, so I know this guy's kickboxing background is very good. And nothing better than a great challenge if he's able to win here to fight Joelton, a guy that fought everybody and everywhere, every show. So I think it would be very nice to watch this fight because of the level of experience that these guys have. See who's the best in there.
How much more impressive was that performance given the busted right hand of Luterbach?
It's psychologically crazy, but once you decide you're going to go in, it's not an excuse ever again. You walk in with the truth of it as what it is, and you march in. It's not easy. It's easier for a guy with that level of experience, but even still, it's a crazy thing to do. You start with 8 weapons. He's only now got 7, and one of his strongest weapons is taken out. The damage, the pain, the throbbing, the distraction, it's a lot.
Brother, I broke my both hands already when I was a fighter. Different fight. Breaking during the fight is already hard, even though they have the adrenaline level to push through. But when you have a broken hand before the fight and to be able to train and also come to the fight concerned that you have a missing weapon on your arsenal, is very hard.
Yeah, and like you said, when you broke your hands, the adrenaline and the adaptation, you're already in it, right? But on the way in, it's throbbing at different times when you're working out and trying to sleep and everything. It's a lot. It's a lot. An incredible performance by an incredible martial artist.
Well, talking about throbbing, tonight's fight's brought to you by Roobet, crypto's fastest growing casino built for fans who live for the action. Visit roobet.com.
Be a part of the action.
Karate was the biggest martial arts in the world. We all did it. Now karate has become illegitimate. People don't believe in us. What happened? Karate needs a rebellion.
We are back! Not only 1 but 2 title matches for you. Are you ready? I need the blood!
You're seeing it right here. This is a revolution.
You ready? Let's go!
again.
We will see you next time.
Folks, welcome back inside Bonk Studios for KC62. Alvey versus Hall in the main event. But coming up next, the welterweight title fight between Morocco's Oussama Asley and Brazil's Lucas Martins. This one's such a fantastic one. Will the reign of Oussama Asley begin, or is it Lucas Martins' time to take over?
Martins is a tough one, Coach. It's a tough one for him.
Brother Lucas Martins, I know him. Has Brazilian as he gets, competed in the UFC, had the Brave belt, competed everywhere for bare knuckle, for boxing, pro boxing, influencer boxing, kickboxing, any type of combat sports that you can imagine that's in a professional level. Lucas Martins competed at the highest level.
Martins never said no. Oussama Asley, perfect 5-0 start to karate combat and clinching that welterweight throne. But Robin Black defending it. Starting your legacy is a whole other story.
All his minutes have shown what he's capable of. Even when he's having a tough minute, he has the ability to come back. He never loses the self-belief. He's going to need all of that tonight. Toughest test by far. Can he pass it? Can he win? Can he be victorious? Can he finish Martins? He can, but he's got to be at his best.
I love it. Co-main event on deck. Oussama Asley defends the welterweight title against Brazil's Lucas Martins.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Oussama Asley, welterweight champion of the world. Later on when I finished Mourinho, I don't know much about my opponents. My coach goes like, do you know the guy you beat in 12 seconds to show me some of his knockout? The guy is an absolute savage. It took me 12 seconds to finish him. James Honey was so professional. He's gonna be remembered as one of my toughest opponents so far.
Lucas Martins!
A gente estava fazendo um bom round, primeiro round com muita trocação, e no segundo round acabou entrando uns golpes ilegais na minha nuca que eu não consegui voltar e sair com a vitória. Me sinto muito feliz e motivado. Eu já fiz muita coisa na minha carreira, sou um grande atleta, tenho uma grande equipe no Brasil e vim para cá fazer o Common Event do Karate Combat, disputar o título, mostra que eu sempre vim para cá lutar com a elite do mundo. A luta, eu acho que não vai durar os 5 rounds da luta pela disputa do título. Eu tô pronto para fazer o meu jogo, como eu fiz no MMA sempre, andar para frente, colocar as mãos, os chutes e procurar o nocaute o tempo inteiro.
I had the best combat I've ever had. I will be done in less than 2 rounds.
In the blue corner, we got ourselves Lucas Martins.
The battle-tested Brazilian Lucas Martins, 37 years young. The Rubet odds have him as a plus 250 underdog, but Martins believes in himself that he's going to walk away with that welterweight championship. His second karate combat appearance, the first Robin Black, is a disqualification win over the current middleweight champion, Elias Hamsen. So down a weight class, more natural territory. Martins believes this is where he'll shine.
And I believe he will too. And I'm surprised the Rubet odds actually have him as the underdog. He's the more experienced guy. He's just going to be able to handle the fire of the young Oussama Asley. Asley's going to have to push himself to his limits, and he's going to have to test himself, and he's going to have to overcome some things in this fight. And it's a great one, man. It's a great one.
Here's the numbers on the challenger, Lucas Martins, 37 years young, unbeaten in karate combat at 1-0 as a professional, 22-7. Muay Thai is the style for the 6-foot-tall competitor, and he boasts a reach of 72 inches.
All right, in the red corner, Oussama Asley.
greatness never comes easy. Osley's built himself from the bottom to the top of karate combat, and now intends to stay there. Winning belts is one thing, defending them is another. The target that Osama Osley once chased is now firmly planted on his back. And while the crown rests his head and it's heavy, it begins to drag down the best until everything falls apart, Robin.
Ooh, Morocco has produced some brilliant martial arts combat sports champions. And this man wants to go down as one of the greatest. It's a great start. It's a brilliant start for him as a young, undefeated karate combat champion. But Coach Cruz, this is a tough fight.
It is a tough fight. I think both are in for a tough fight. I'm really excited to see Osama. Like you just mentioned about Morocco, Badr Hari had such an extensive background of great kickboxers.
Yes.
So like you say, I think he's trying to live up to the hype of representing the great nation of Morocco in kickboxing.
Robin, the differences between a contender with something to prove and a champion with a title to retain, mentally, psychologically, that is a massive difference.
Yeah, you have to acknowledge the truth of it, right? A combat sports psychologist, a performance psychologist will tell you the assignment is the same. It's just a body type and a collection of skills. When you fight, there's no belts, there's no titles, there's none of that. And that's great in theory, but the truth is the truth. You must go in here and defend it, and you want to fight to your strengths, not protect anything. You didn't win this by protecting things. You won this by going after things, and that's how this man has to fight.
Here's the numbers on the champion, Osama Osley, 24 years young, perfect at 5-0 in karate combat, 20-2 overall. The pride of Morocco seeking to establish a reign here tonight in Miami.
Ooh, it's a tense one.
Some electricity in the air for our co-main event.
Fighters, enter the pit.
5 3-minute rounds in our co-main event. The challenger, Brazil's Lucas Martins in the white trunks. The champion, Morocco's Osama Osley in the black.
A lot of blood on the Roubette logo today.
A lot of blood and some tuna from Chef Boo at the opening of the show.
Oh, spinning hook kick. This heats up the gap.
Reach and height advantage for the champion. Martin's already backed up in a corner here, Plinio.
Martin's, even though he's corner, he's danger all the time, man. And one thing I'm going to tell you, if you want to be aggressive with him, he's going to be aggressive back with you.
Beautiful outside low kicks from Osley, stinging. Double jab into a cross.
The first 30, 40 seconds, Osama has landed and also created hesitation in Lucas.
100%, and the way that he's doing, he's putting feints and putting straight punches there, very fast. Nice kick. We'll see Martin's put feint. Lucas got to put some feints over there to start getting in also because that range not all nice.
Ooh. A right hand from the champion might have Martin stunned.
Martins had really committed to that shot, and when he got hit on the retraction.
Osley has 3 first-round KOs here in karate combat.
Long and elastic is Osley. He's built for this. Spinning back fist on the forearm. He eats a couple trying to grip the back of the head for the knee.
Martin stuck in the mud in the first minute and a half of this championship co-main event.
Osama's showing a lot there.
He found
That's it! And that's it! Osama Osley, the pride of Morocco, collects another first-round stoppage.
High kick with the block on and she got stopped.
2 kicks, 2 Moroccan binks, and puts him down. He was showing so much with his hands, and I was just noticing he was showing feints, he was showing head movement. It was just trying to capture the imagination of his man on the 2 weapons by his face, and he threw 2 kicks instead.
Can you guys imagine how much power was behind the kick to be able to knock down Lucas like that, even with him with the hands up?
Yeah, it just hit through the guard. The foot is a curved weapon, so he wrapped it around the guard and jarred the head. When we see the replay, if we see it a few seconds before the kicks, watch the hands. Fake with a hand, fake with a hand, fake with a hand, head position, fake touch, kick, shakes him, and one more. Touch, bang, and catches it on both wrists, but the concussive force transfers all the way through.
Usama Asley has a PhD in TKOs. Just scintillating stoppage against a game-tested Brazilian in Lucas Martins.
Watch just all these feints, and he's got his man watching his hands. And then one foot, bang. And the other touch, measure, kick. And people say, get your hands up, but your hands aren't going to stop a baseball bat.
No,
and that shin is a baseball bat.
You cannot, I tell always my fighters, hands on the head doesn't mean they're going to be able to block a kick. You need both hands sideways to be able to block a kick.
What a victory for the welterweight champion, Usama Asley, defending the belt with ease. Let's send it inside and make that stoppage official.
And winner by TKO in the first round, Usama Asley, red corner.
Usama Asley. It's one thing to win a world title. Tonight you defended it. 2 head kicks through the guard, jarring him almost unconscious. How does it feel standing here in this moment?
First of all, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Without God, I'm nothing. All this beautiful gold on my shoulders belongs to God. I'm nothing without him. And I want to dedicate this win to His Majesty, King Malikna Mohammed Sadis Nasarahullah. والوطن ديالي المغرب وود المغرب وبغيت نديديكي هاد الانتصار ديالي لكل مغربي في كاع بقاع العالم. شكرا لكم كاملين.
This is your moment, man. You express yourself as honestly as you want. Morocco has produced some brilliant martial arts world champions. How do you rate yourself in that legacy tonight?
Man, call the shots, believe in yourself, believe in the work you put in. I believe in the evidence above the affirmations. Work, and you're gonna get it, man. And on the other side, man, I'm inshallah, God willing, الماتش الجاي ديالي غادي يكون في كازابلانكا 14 November. Shout out to my boom Amin Mahdia and his father. With their support and their vision, inshallah, we're gonna bring the big stage للمغرب inshallah. دار البيضاء مركب محمد خامس, and we're gonna call it a massive big event. So I can give the opportunity لولاد بلادي المغرب انهم يشاركوا معايا في نفس الكارد. It's going to be a fucking huge, amazing event. I'm calling it 14 November. Do not miss it.
President Asim, is that true? Can we go to Morocco with this man?
My guy, this guy will main event our Morocco card. Guys, we're going to have a huge international card with this guy defending his title. One thing I want to say, this man's 2-time world champion. How old are you, Osama?
24 by now.
24 years old, accomplishing 2-time world champion. I want to say this in front of everybody. Hey, a lot of people lose themselves when they become champion this young. A lot of people lose themselves. You're 24 years old. Don't let this get to you. You remember what you fight for, okay? Good job.
Conor McGregor, I just want to tell you, man, look what you did to a whole new generation. Everybody doesn't want to shout only one belt. They want 2 belts on their shoulders. You inspired us, all of us, man. We really appreciate you. 2016, Conor McGregor, I appreciate you very much, and we are really blessed to have you in this sport.
One more announcement, guys. He announced our international event in Morocco. I want to announce 2 more international events in October. We got Azerbaijan, and we're back in Russia. And guys are defending their title on the biggest stages for huge crowds. 10,000 person arena for Karate Combat. Let's go, guys. Let's get it.
Congratulations, you're a wonderful young martial artist and you're not even at your peak yet. It's fantastic seeing you fight.
Paulo, don't forget about us, and life is so fucking beautiful. Let's go!
Your winner, Osama Asli!
Osama Asli defends the welterweight throne in our co-main event. And we get some breaking news, Plinio Cruz. Not only is Asli going to headline in Morocco in November, but Karate Combat also heading back to Yekaterinburg, Russia, and Azerbaijan in October, a month prior.
Azerbaijan and Mother Russia, man. Last time in Russia, we had a crazy night of fights over there, highest level. I'm looking forward to see it again.
Oh, man. 3 brilliant combat sports centers. And fighting is reflective of the culture. And in Russia, the fighting is about masculinity. In Morocco, it is an art form. In Azerbaijan, it's an identity, and we get to be a part of all of it.
And the true brilliance in Osama Asli at 24 years young to realize these combat sport dreams and now have this honor of main eventing in Morocco. I mean, this is just great to see for a truly special young prospect.
President Awesome made a really great point with him. It's when you're this young, what you're capable of, this isn't it yet. You're already here. What could you do? But to get there, you must stay humble, curious, driven, and look for your flaws. And it's going to be incredible to see. If we go to Morocco and this man defends his title there, it is going to be one of the great experiences in martial arts that any of us could have. And as an audience and as people involved.
Now, we didn't, of course, say what the matchup is, but Jolton Luderbach was standing pit side. Maybe that'll be the next man to challenge Osama Asli for the welterweight title.
Yeah. I mean, as we know, there's potential surgery coming up for him. It would be perfect to see that. If the time isn't right, then somebody else takes that spot, somebody else just as special and unique and rare, and then Joelton's waiting after. There's always a way. Sometimes setbacks are set you up for the future, right?
Speaking of special and rare, one more fight remains in front of us. The main event of Karate Combat 62, Smiling Sam Alvey defending the light heavyweight throne against Uriah Primetime Hall. Gentlemen, what a fantastic one. Cannot wait for that one coming up next.
Don't just watch the match, be a part of the action.
Karate was the biggest martial arts in the world. We all did it. Now karate has become illegitimate. People don't believe in us. What happened? Karate needs a rebellion.
We are back. Not only 1 but 2 title matches for you. Are you ready? I need the blood!
You're seeing it right here. This is a revolution.
Overtime is gonna hurt.
First round finish again.
We will see you next time.
Take a video like that so I can see it.
Folks, welcome back inside Miami, Florida for Karate Combat 62. Ben Davis alongside Plinio Cruz and Robin Black. Gentlemen, one more fight remains in our future. It is the light heavyweight main event between Sam Alvey and Uriah Hall. Can Smiling retain the one belt he has left? Now, I'm deeply interested in this fight, but it makes sense that in Bonk Studios, we have the master of Bink himself break things down in the fashion only you can, Robin.
Thank you, brother. You know what? When you look at these two guys, they are fascinating artists and athletes. Uriah Hall has weaponized his mind, his body, and his spirit to knock out other men. Let's take a look at some of the footage of his great, brilliant moments that he's had here in the Karate Combat Pit. When he is in flow state, when he's capable of going out and expressing himself, this guy is really dangerous. Let's take a look at that footage. Watch this one. Bing. Turning side kick. Right to the organ side, shuts him down. It's like a poison arrow. The arrow hurts, but it is the poison that kills you. Then he overwhelms him. Take a look at it a little bit in real time here. He takes the kick. He'll touch it with his left hand, but he's going to invite the kick, and he's going to take the kick. Rather than a full block, takes, and he uses that to move forward, penetrate. Now spin his body, full spin, look to the other side, and right here, it's a piston to the organs. Bink, or I should say bunk. We're in the bunk studios. Shuts his man down and then finishes him off. But take a look at it one more time. The biomechanics of this guy's body when he's gathering energy and expressing it through a weapon is crazy. Watch this. So his man will kick, he'll move into it, just touch it, brush it off, turn his body fully, and then piston straight through the back. Full body, bink, to the organ side, shuts him down. Unbelievable what this guy can do, but he's facing the champion in Sam Alvey. And you know what? We can take a look at Sam's footage as well. Sam is one of the most deceptive fighters you got. And when Sam faced off against Tyrone Spong, Pink, that one right there, nobody thought he was going to take out Tyrone Spong. But it was a set play that he created. Watch the jab, and he's going to look down. That little fake of the takedown will freeze Tyrone's mind just for a second, make him have to at least deal with the threat in the overhand left. Bonk. Right to the jaw. And look, this one. Check, please. Good night, noble adversary, one of the greatest kickboxers in the world. Watch it right here. He moves as the head fake goes. He moves with his feet, steps outside, and now harnesses the potential energy. Bang. From the feet to the legs, to the core, and out the knuckles of the ball fist. Sam Alvey is deceptive and impactful, and he is your Karate Combat light heavyweight champion. And we got us a sick main event.
Such an improbable star, Smiling Sam Alvey, but he has captured so much attention in this reign, heading up to the heavyweight division, capturing 2 belts, becoming a double champion. Who would have predicted, Plinio Cruz, that Smiling Sam Alvey was the guy to do it?
Brother, I'm gonna be honest with you, we have Uriah Hall that is a striking machine, but at the same time, how can you count out a man that knocked out Tyrone Spong?
You know what?
Let's just be honest right here, bro.
Yeah, for real.
So, like, I don't really know what to expect. On the book, should be a walk in the park for Uriah Hall because of the striking skills and who he is. But Sam Alvey is a grinder, and he can achieve things. The guy won 2 belts, double champion Karate Combat. So, it's hard to predict anything. The only thing that I can predict, I think it's going to be an amazing fight for everybody, bro.
On paper, it's Uriah Hall, but fights don't happen on paper. They happen in this pit right here. Let's do this thing.
I love it. Coming up next, the main event of Karate Combat 62. Smiling Sam Alvey, defense against Uriah, Primetime Hall.
I'm Smiling Sam Alvey. I have over 80 fights. I'm the greatest karateka that's ever been. I am going to make sure people are talking about Smiling Sam for the rest of time.
My name is Uriah Hall. I have many nicknames. Windowmaker, Superfoot, Super Black, Primetime Stuck. You know, I'm 42 years old. I got no ego. I'm just good at beating you up. Coming into that fight with Marcus Perez, I was going through some personal things. I just kind of capitalized on that type of mindset to just use that pain and let it push you. Fighting Jaden, I know he's Muay Thai. I'm the secret antidote for Muay Thai fighters. This finish was a spinning back kick. That's one of my favorite techniques anytime I spin, whether it's spinning back kick, spinning back fist, spinning elbow, any type of spin. I'm fighting Sam Alvey. Sam is a stud, he's a strong guy. He has one of those weird techniques that come out of nowhere.
Uriah Hall, UFC legend, could be intimidating for anyone but me. When I became the Karate Combat first light heavyweight champion, it was one of the proudest moments of my fighting career. My first title defense was against Uriah, very scary looking fella, and he headbutted me. He got the rematch immediately after. It was 4 rounds of just me whooping the taste out of his mouth. Then I went up a weight class to the heavyweight. I fought maybe the greatest kickboxer to have ever lived, Tyrone Spong.
Sam Alvey
then I had to defend my light heavyweight belt. I wanted to fight Rebellious. I wanted to put that Goliath down. Round 2 didn't go so well for me.
I'm not going to take the fight lightly. I'm just so good at being blackletic and dynamite, you never know what's going to happen.
I put down more than triple the amount of people he's knocked down. I'm going to put him down.
I haven't talked to God in a while, but he does, so hopefully he gives me a good outcome.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, in the blue corner, it's the main event. Uriah Prime Hall.
Uriah Hall has walked to mats, rings, cages, and pits all his life.
Primetime Uriah Hall has ventured far and wide following his 9 years in the UFC. He's laced the gloves up and stepped into the squared circle, and after finding the sweet science to be a bit sour, he's now chosen the pit as his battleground, Robin Black. Hall's destructive first-round TKO over Karate Combat staple Jaden Anod punched his ticket into this main event championship opportunity, and if there's one man that can realize a victory to close out KC62, it's primetime Uriah Hall.
The Rubet odds makers see it that way big time. Of course, this is a sophisticated and supple, explosive, lifelong martial artist. But Sam Alvey doesn't care about your Rubet odds. He don't care one bit. But Uriah is I said it last time, he is one of the great fighters of the modern era, and I believe that to be true with every fiber of my being as a martial arts analyst. He truly is one of the great martial artists of the modern era.
And Robin, you highlighted the precision and speed. At 41 years young, Uriah Hall just does not slow down with any of his striking arsenal.
Yeah, and you know, the trade-off is supposed to be you slow down a little bit, some of your athleticism fades slightly, but your wisdom increases, your life experience increases, your strategy, tactics, and all of that increases. But he kept all the speed and athleticism and agility and then added that, so he's scarier than he's ever been.
Here's the numbers for the challenger, Uriah Hall. 41 years young, unbeaten in Karate Combat, 33-12 overall as a pro. From the U.S. he stands at 6 feet 1 inches tall, boasts a reach of 79 inches, and weighed in at 204.5 pounds.
Papa. All right, now in the red corner, smiling Sam Alvey.
look at this walkout from the light heavyweight champion,
Make
Sam
some noise,
Alvey.
y'all!
Right out of the medieval times, Smiling Sam aiming to retain the light heavyweight throne, and last time out losing the heavyweight championship, earning his first defeat inside the pit. It's a spot we've never seen Sam Alvey in here in Karate Combat. At the end of his UFC career, Alvey continually answered the call time and time again, despite those frustrating results, and that unrelenting will, Robin Black, is gonna be the champ's biggest tool tonight.
And it's his experience and his knowledge and his awareness and the speed at which he sees things happen. He's able to see things in slower motion, and it's because of all that experience, right? He's a dangerous guy, man. Don't think, oh, he had such a great run, he lost it. This guy's dangerous, deceptive, and his family is beautiful, and he's here to win.
Over triple the Karate Combat experience of the challenger Uriah Hall. This will be Smiling Sam Alvey's 7th trip inside the pit. During his tenure here, he's achieved things no one else has. The first double champion in Karate Combat history. Robin Black, people count Sam Alvey out at their own peril.
Yeah, over and over again. It's like they don't learn anything. It's like they don't learn anything.
He keep proving people wrong, man. Like I say, this is the kind of man after what he done the wrong spawn, don't ever count him out.
Yeah, come on.
Is everybody ready?
Although if you're Uriah, you saw him fall to head kicks, something that Uriah is a master of, right? Oh, there's so much going on in this one.
Here's the numbers on the champion, Smiling Sam Alvey, just north of 40, 4-1 so far in his Karate Combat career, 42-18-1 as a professional. The American stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, boasting a reach of 76 inches, and the champ weighed in at 204 pounds.
Miami, are you ready?
When Sam is playful, Sam is dangerous.
It's the main event. Fighters, enter the pit.
5 3-minute rounds in our main event here in Miami. Smiling Sam Alvey looks to bat away the challenger, Uriah Primetime Hall, and hang on to his light heavyweight championship. This main event brought to you by Roobet, crypto's fastest growing casino, and Alvey starting faster than Primetime.
Smart. Just didn't let the artist settle in, and he's smashing.
Welcome to the pit, and welcome to this main event. The smile gone. Now the determination from Alvey as he stumbled.
Jeez, these two brutes are just smashing.
Alvey, head movement on point, flips over. Referee brings him back up. Plinio, the champ, might be hurt.
Everybody gets
stays like this is good for Uriah, because if he goes to the later rounds, I think he'll be in a better shape.
Everybody gets a turn.
The right hand connector.
Blood spotting the tongue of the champion. Minute nearly gone by in round 1 of 5. But I don't think the judges will be needed, Robin.
I don't think so either. Coach, Uriah did exactly what you'd want him to do when he got overwhelmed for a minute, as he gave it right back.
Yes.
Alvey talked about the power that he has, and spending the previous 2 bouts at heavyweight, he's bringing that size back down to 205.
See how patient Uriah is. That's when he's the most happy. Like Sam is gonna try to keep applying
Tyrone
pressure.
tried that.
Yeah.
Big left from the champion. Hall taking his time, patient in the center. Sam noted that the spinning attacks of Uriah Hall were such a big focus for him. Plinio, he's circling out to try and evade him.
He's doing a good job, but he gotta be a little more aggressive here, right? Because if he stay on that ping pong and on that chess game, he's not a good scenario for him. Uriah is very intelligent, he's very sneaky, he's very fast, super athletic with his shots.
Uriah's waiting a little bit. Maybe he's just learning, and maybe he's lulling, but when there have been times in Uriah's career where he played too much for the perfect shot, you know? And you don't want that if you're his team.
Big shots from Alvey, partially glance off the guard. First bout in 2026 for the champion, Sam Alvey. Trying to hold on to his one remaining belt.
Ooh, nice uppercut.
Yeah, little tuck uppercut.
As I say, Uriah, sometimes he's sneaky.
Yeah, I mean, this is the position, and that was the combination we showed in that breakdown coming in. A touch with the right hand, a head fake on a step, and a left hand to knock out Tyrone Spong. He'd look to do the same thing against Uriah.
Spinning strike from Prime Time. A grimace from the champion.
Oh, he felt it. He's got a great poker face.
If you see how Sam stays with the hands down, even when he's walking around, there's a good chance for Uriah sometimes to explore some high kicks with his right leg too. On the southpaw orthodox positions, they work very good with the back leg.
Sam just smashed the lower leg a couple of times. And Uriah's switching his stance now.
Huge looping overhand, doesn't find a home from Alvey. We head to the second frame. Robin, like you highlighted, 2 low kicks from the champion following that spinning strike. That's one way to shut down Hall's weapons.
This first round was a 3-act play, man. It was like a full 15 seconds of aggression from Sam, takes him down, beats him up a bit. Uriah gets up and answers back with pummels of his own. And then it was a little more dynamic out here at range.
Early action from the challenger that stumbles Alvey. The recoverability on full display. There's the spinning strike that brings Alvey up on his toes.
When you get hit in the pectoral like that, it won't shut you down the same as the liver, but it jars the entire, organism that is Sam Alvey. Like, it's jarring. But it's not going to be enough to put down a Sam Alvey.
Second round of action in our main event here in Miami. Both had moments in the first frame. Howell's a little bit more significant.
Smart by Sam Alvey. Uriah's got to come. Knees are down now. Knees are down. The ref's a little bit missing on some of the rule structures here. If a knee is down by the man hitting.
Alvey, barrage of strikes on the guard of Hall. But this is making Uriah work, Robin.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And it's not Sam's fault, not Sam's job to police the ref, and Uriah can't respond to it. They just got to fight.
This type of rough around the edges style from Sam Alvey is nearly perfected inside this format of the pit and also this rule set, Plinio.
100% you can see Sam Alvey like those moments. It's a way for you for the goal sometimes. If sometimes you cannot do good on our feet, sometimes you're going to explore the semi-ground and pound rules the karate combo allows you to do.
Something we haven't talked about tonight, but here in Bonk Studios, the pit is a little smaller. And that's going to play for Sam Alvey, too. A little grittier, a little more contact, a little more engagement. And there, smashes, and he switches. Switches stance. That calf does not like that. He's going to do it again.
Alvey getting smarter with age.
But look, when Uriah offers it back, Uriah's got a counter in mind. So when he offers it back there, he's going to invite it and counter with his right hand.
Sam Alvey, not near being done with the career, has highlighted that he wants to do a ton more within the pit. Looks like Hall blinking out a strike to the left eye. Alvey cut open on the forehead.
I can't believe Sam carved a smiley face. That's so Sam Alvey. It's just so Alvey. Yes, Sam's nose is a little bit flatter than it was 10 minutes ago, I think.
Alvey heads downstairs with strikes to the breadbasket of Hall. Prime Time firmly in the center, but Plinio, a lot of patience from the challenger.
A lot of patience.
Uriah's not moving his feet as much as he
I think
was.
Sam's doing a little better job on this round, staying a little more active. You saw that he's actually starting to pull hands too.
Another outside low kick for the champion. Hall tries to fire one back.
Jab. That's what I want to see Uriah Hall doing, staying active like that.
Ugh. The right from Hall, Robin, seems to be a real problem for Sam Alvey.
Yeah, Sam's able to catch a piece of it each time, but it's making him work, and it's engaging his mind, distracting him a little bit.
You see that Uriah got back to orthodox, and I think he's doing a better job on the orthodox southpaw stance. He's been fighting his best shots.
And when Hall goes orthodox, Sam kicks that little calf. That's a small muscle, even for a big man.
Oh, yeah.
Final 10 of round 2. Ooh. The champion having a great second frame against the challenger.
Oh.
spinning to close it out. Hall heads back to the stool ahead of the third. Alvey fighting such a smart fight in that second frame, Robin.
Yes. He's moving a little bit more. He's throwing a little bit more, and he chipped away at that calf 6-7 times, including at the very end. Oh, now ice is in with Uriah. Now
the ice has imploded. Shades of that old UFC fight where the ice bag just exploded in the corner. We'll have to gather
I think that was
those.
Yoel Romero, right?
I believe it was Yoel Romero. Might have been intentional, I suppose, if it was Yoel.
And it could be now, too. You know, these are veterans, right? Breaking the ice like that buys you an extra minute or two. And if your fighter needs it, you know, although they're cleaning up pretty quick.
Wow, I mean, I'd love to see a slow-mo replay of that disastrous application of the ice bag. Alvey gets a rest in between rounds. Uriah Hall, not so much, though, because of that, Rob.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got to control what you can control, right?
Third round of 5 slated. Here's a look at some of the replays from round 2, Robin.
Yeah, it gets through. Oh, that, yeah. Head is, let's see if the cut appears right there. Suspect it does. It does. You see it right there in that slow motion replay. It severs, it splits the tissue, and then the red seeps out, right?
Alvey and Hall staring each other down ahead of the third frame. Both have had moments of success. Neither has pulled away.
Ooh. Sam's getting aggressive again like he did in round 1.
Such craftiness with Sam Alvey's approach. Again, 7th time inside the KC pit. This is only the 3rd time that Hall's been in here.
And you see the footwork here. If you let Sam be at distance, he's going to run plays on you. These are strategic plays that he ran like he did with Spong. We keep coming back to that because Tyrone is one of the great fighters in the world in the striking arts. And he laid him out with a set play, right? He's got plays that he's designed for Uriah too.
Alvey's talked about capturing that main character bonus, and a stoppage in the main event is what he's worked towards. Hall has not been finished since July 2018 against Paulo Costa. Another kick downstairs for the champ.
And Uriah, I think, is trying to invite it and time it, but if you don't get that right, and Sam throws these knuckleballs at you, just off-rhythm shots at you, so it's hard to time him. Little change-up kicks, you know?
Beautiful right from the challenger. However, eye poke looks like will be called. We'll get a replay when we can. Midway through the 3rd. And Plinio, I wanted to mention, Alvey was the aggressor in that frame. The first 2 rounds felt like he was on the outside, circling around. Now he's taking the fight to the challenger.
I think actually on the end of the 2nd round, he also started to be more aggressive and starting walking him down. I think, like I say, there's a shift on this fight.
Yeah, Sammy's finding, you know, half minutes of aggression. That's a similar to that sequence. Ooh. There, yeah, smart push off. You go to push off with an open hand, but you know. Yeah.
Looks like Alvey is ready to return to action. Jumps right into the pocket against Prime Time.
He touches Uriah up the middle. Sammy's so chill, you know? He's so chill, and it's really deceptive.
Midway point of round 3.
Breaks all the rules, too. Right, Coach? Like, he doesn't do any of the stuff you'd be teaching him, right? But that's what makes him so good.
If he's not broke, don't fix it.
For Uriah Hall, feels like volume has been a weakness at times in his career, Robin Black. Do you love the output from him? Do you want more?
It feels like he's really precious about creating moments, right? And that's what artists do. But if you get into round 4 and you haven't found that moment, now you'll need a knockout against a big dude with a big jaw and a big neck, and it's hard, right? It's tough to knock out a Sam Alvey.
Kick to the midsection for the champ, gets through.
You know, you want to win by knockout, of course, but you got to win minutes, right? And Sammy's been winning some minutes.
Oh. Front kick heads upstairs for the challenger.
And notice it gets a reaction out of Sam, which opens up other things for Uriah. When Uriah instigates, things open.
Final 20 to go in round 3. The champ heads downstairs.
Sammy got confident on this fight.
And Alvey acutely understands the showmanship, the opportunity of stoppages and what that can bring in karate combat. He's living proof of it.
Uriah's got a moment here.
So to your point, in rounds 4 and 5, Alvey is going to be gunning for more action, not less, Robin.
I think so, because it's working for him. If he gets Uriah thinking about protecting himself, Uriah, in the minutes he's done the best, he's instigating. Do you think, Coach, you agree?
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I think I want to see Uriah stay more active. He got to push the pedal, because I think Sam now is starting to get the edge of those rounds because he's pushing, being more aggressive right now.
Yeah, and Sam feels like he's in charge, and Uriah feels like he's got to solve problems instead of instigating. And if a couple more minutes go by like that, all of a sudden Uriah needs a knockout. And it's hard to knock out Sam Alvey, man. Despaigne did it, but not many do.
Not many are 6'7"
right.
Cuban Olympic medalists like Robelis Despaigne. And for Sam Alvey, right, he's been touched a bit in the early frames of this fight, but hasn't been stumbled too seriously.
He's
so
not
to your
tired
point,
either.
the durability's there.
And Robin, you say one thing that is true, because sometimes this happens on a fight. You are on a fight, and sometimes you just understand that you're not losing, but you don't understand that you're not winning either, like, because you find yourself on a ground that you actually just worrying about defense and not offering no offense.
Yeah, and it's not intentional. It's not some weakness. It's not a flaw. It's just where you kind of find yourself. You know, it's a fascinating thing. You get drawn into a campaign, and next thing you know, it's late in the campaign, and you're not the way you described it is beautifully.
The state of flow.
And you're not winning, but you're not losing.
You just follow that flow, but sometimes you need a little more.
We talked about the illusion of the hand fighting in the co-main event with Osuma Osley. Sam Alvey, quite active with both fists. Robin, have you maybe seen some of the games that he's playing with the appendages?
Yeah, he's a tricky one, right? He's tricky. He breaks all the rules, but because it's a lifetime of it, he's turned flaws into, bugs into features, right? And there's only one of him. It's hard to prepare for him because there's only one of him.
And he's trying to give Uriah Hall a software update as we head to the final 2 minutes of round 4. Hall pushing forward, absorbing the real estate once more. Now trying to time those low kicks.
And he's been working on that for quite a while, trying to draw it out and land the right, and there you see it. It could work for him. He's getting closer each time. He's landing a little more. He knows what he's trying to do, and he's a true great. There, nice, he's doing it.
Alvey getting touched in the pocket, but being aggressive. He's making it ugly, Robin.
It's really smart, right? Uriah is having the best moments with his right hand. He's been calibrating that weapon all fight, and just when he starts getting it through, Sammy goes and takes the gap away.
Yeah, because Sammy understands that.
Alvey spits out a cloud of red mist as he heads to the final minute of round 4.
What Sammy cannot do, his technique, he tried to make it up by being tough. Oh.
Uriah right. Landed the right 6-7 times in this round. He spent 3.5 rounds calibrating, and now it's there.
See, man, when Uriah is on, he's a sniper.
Final 30 seconds of round 4. Alvey once again dips in, connects with a jab on Hall's exit.
It's a big jarring jab with the Sam Alvey. It's his whole body. Uriah's got to land the right a few more times, and then he doesn't know if he's won 2 rounds or not, and if he hasn't, then he's got to get a knockout. And the right hand can set up the right kick. There
Finally,
it is.
we're starting to see some high kicks here. And you see, to be real honest with you guys, even though they look like Sam is doing better and everything, sometimes on these tough exchanges where Sammy charges in, Uriah is able to find some little shots over there, and they count.
So Uriah won that round.
Yes.
But did he win round 1? Did he win something else? If he did, he can win a decision here. Sammy's had really good moments in the eyes of human judges, right?
Can we have an extra round on a title fight?
Yeah, of course we can.
I think what's interesting about this, though, is when you see these collisions from Uriah Hall, little impact and effect on Alvey, right? He's not stumbled like he was earlier in this fight. He's eating these shots more and more.
When he landed 5-6 right hands, you got the sense a sophisticated guy like this is setting up a right kick, right? If the right hand scores, the right hand scores, the right hand scores, you're imprinting on Sammy that he's got to defend the right hand, and then you throw the kick up behind it, right? And that's exactly what he did. He would have hoped that that ends the fight, because you may not get that many shots at it, right? But he could have won 2 rounds. If he has won round 1 and round 4, he won round 4, probably the most definitive round of the fight.
100%. We do have that possible sudden death round as well, Plinio, like you mentioned. But this could be the 5th and final round of our Karate Combat 62 main event.
Uriah touches from southpaw first, just to, yeah, and then stabs.
Alvey pressing in the early moments of this 5th frame.
Uriah switching his stances every now and again, squaring it every now and again. It's just offering different looks because he's got to trick Sammy's mind a bit, right? Watch. Oh.
Alvey over swings on that effort. Tries to reset to the center. Big low kick downstairs.
40 seconds down in round 5. Most definitive round is round 4 for Uriah.
Some slight fatigue possibly on Sam Alvey's side.
Oh,
huge right
now you got to go 2 more of those and then right head kick.
2 minutes remain in round 5.
Oh!
Spins upstairs.
Spinning hook kick to the shoulder side. Sammy answers with a couple.
The heel glanced off the side of the temple.
Takes a real artist to throw the hook to the shoulder side like that, and he landed it.
Oh, nice elbow. We're starting to see the real Uriah Hall right now, guys.
Yeah, yeah. And if he's won 2 rounds, then he just has to win this one. But he won't settle for that. He wants to finish Sam. They both want that.
The indomitable will of Sam Alvey on display midway through the 5th frame. The champ coming forward, pouring it on prime time.
Yeah, and he's big and strong and heavy. And remember, he's finished a lot of guys from over top right in this position.
20 knockouts in Smiling Sam Alvey's career. Final 60 seconds on tap. And in what's been a close fight, this is a very important sequence.
Yes. Oh, and he's got him hurt. Uriah's hurt.
Alvey trying to pour it on the challenger.
1 minute remaining, less than a minute.
1 minute, guys, 1 minute.
Uriah's got to fire up the straight rights again. Deep. And the head kick, the right head kick is going to be there for him.
Hall looks labored.
Now it's time to dig deep, guys.
We could have a 6th round too, guys. 40 seconds. If somebody doesn't shut somebody off here. You need the right head kick if you're Uriah, or the right hand.
Final 30.
Sam's having a good round. He really is.
20 seconds.
It's the relentless will of Sam Alvey to push when others stop.
It was a tough round 4 for him, but a great round 5 for Sam Alvey.
Uriah Hall has not thrown a strike in the past 30 seconds.
Nice
Tries there, lands a right. Alvey collapses
head
on
kick.
top
There's
of
time
it.
for a big shot, either guy. Oh, it was there, but fatigue will make, oh, jeez. Do we get a 6th round?
President Asim trying to start the 1 more round chance. You can hear it resonating.
It could
in the
happen.
Box studio.
Could happen, could happen.
Robin Black, Uriah Hall's gas tank is on E right now.
So I can see Sammy from where we're sitting, and his eyes are closed, and his lungs are sucking too. These are 2 great veterans. Look at Sam. These are 2 great veterans capable of doing whatever's necessary here. And remember, Uriah won a fight in a 1 more round scenario in Karate Combat. I think we're gonna see it, honestly. I really do.
We await to see if there's 3 more minutes left in our Karate Combat 62 main event. Either way, what a war this has turned out to be. The brash, unruly Sam Alvey breaking
the ref
all
is bringing him.
frameworks.
Do we have a decision? We do.
It looks like we do have a decision. No extra 3 minutes on tap tonight, 5 rounds in the can. And I believe we have the scores tallied. So to find out if it's and new or and still, let's send it back inside to the pit.
Sammy was 1 more round.
the winner, by unanimous decision, Smiling Sam Alvey.
And still, Smiling Sam Alvey defeats primetime Uriah Hall by unanimous decision. A hard-fought 5 rounds in the can. And now the champ speaks with Robin Black.
Thank you for a great fight. Hey, Sammy, Uriah gave you a great fight. And you two guys gave us a fantastic main event.
Oh, Uriah, you are the man. I've been looking forward to this fight for 20 years. Thank you for this.
I don't know, we didn't see the scorecards, but it felt like you had to win round 5. And you just dug it down, came out, got in his face, and made it dirty and ugly and violent.
Hey, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. If anyone out there listening is struggling, please DM me. I will help you as best as the Lord is willing to let me do.
It's beautiful, Sam. Thank you for that. Sam, you've been a 2-division karate combat champion. You've defended this light heavyweight belt against one of the great martial artists of the modern era. How long can you keep doing this for us?
First off, I have a call out. Rebellis! You're safe, brother. You chased me out of that division. Holy shit. No, I don't want those problems anymore. Good luck in your UFC run, my man. Hey, but I do have a call out. Ben Azule, you child-diddling predator. Fight me anywhere. I don't care if it's on camera. I don't care if it's not. You are a piece of shit and deserve to be buried 6 foot under whatever ring you fight in.
Yes. Sam does not stand for that bullshit. Sam, this is your moment. You've had some incredible moments in here and many more to come. This is your moment to say anything you'd like to say. Although you've already said some pretty awesome things.
Hey, I would have no job if not for people like you. Thank you for spending your hard-earned money watching me do what I love doing. You guys make this worth it. Thank you. And again, if any of you are struggling, Jesus Christ is the answer. DM me. I will help you as best as he guides me to do.
You're a wonderful fighter, Sam Alvey, and a wonderful human being. Your winner tonight, yes, you're very welcome. Your winner and still Karate Combat Light Heavyweight Champion, Smiling Sam Alvey.
And still, the king of the light heavyweights, Smiling Sam Alvey, gets it done on the scorecards against a very competitive Uriah Primetime Hall. Plinio Cruz, I think we all would have wanted to see an extra 3 minutes, but like Robin Black mentioned, he needed that 5th round, and Sam Alvey went out there and got it.
He did it, man, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think what makes the difference was those little extra efforts from Sam on each round.
Wonderful, wonderful fight between two greats, and just an awesome night of fights. Pleasure to spend it with you guys here.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic one with you all here in Miami, Florida for the launch of Bonk Studios with the king of Bink and one of the greatest minds in mixed martial arts, Coach Plinio Cruz. In terms of really stellar standout performance, right? Co-main event, fantastic for Usama Asli. And the main event, Smiling Sam Alvey getting it done and retaining. Thank you all for tuning in, our friends at UFC Fight Pass and all of us on Karate Combat's YouTube. We will see you in October in Azerbaijan and Yekaterinburg.
Chama.